Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into the Critically Challenged Cast. My name is Jeffrey, and I hope you're having a good day today, because now it's time to ruin it with our podcast. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'm running out of things to leave in the comments, so how about just tell us about your favorite drink? Mine is water. My teeth are really sensitive, and water's kind of like the only thing that doesn't hurt my teeth. Anyway, let's get into episode 25 of Anarchy Sons.
Welcome back to Critically Challenged, our loyal viewers, the kings and queens out there.
Loyal viewer.
Our singular loyal viewer, and all those kings and all those current kings who comment on our stuff. Right now, I think it's just me. But
how many times can you say kings in like a minute? Like
you
have said it a lot already.
Do you want to find out?
You want to find out, King?
No.
Join our subscribe to our Critically Challenge adjacent podcast thing that we haven't made yet, but we might in the future, and go subscribe to that. It's probably going to be something equally as dumb or cooler than this name. I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. Might make a podcast eventually. Anyways,
is this not a podcast?
Might make a podcastier podcast. We talk about like things like
no, this is
how good how good Jim Carrey's performance is as Dr. Robotnik. That's the kind of stuff we were talking about in the podcast, not this podcast. Spoiler alert. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Classic Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's back, boys.
You know, you have to wonder, do they actually give Jim Carrey hey, do this, or do they just dress Jim Carrey up and just follow him around?
No, they don't dress Jim Carrey up. Jim Carrey dresses himself up. Jim Carrey is like a method actor. He can play any role. You just give him a week, and then he will become that character.
But as Jim Carrey.
No, he's just
He's still Jim Carrey.
Play Salvador Dali. You mean Salvador Dali acting like Jim Carrey?
There
what?
we go.
Yeah, he doesn't play Jim Carrey. He plays insert character here
As Jim
acting
Carrey.
like Jim Carrey. That's the secret. Let me play the Riddler, but if the Riddler was acting like Jim Carrey. Anyways, for more Jim Carrey podcast news, follow our other podcast.
The Jim Carrey podcast.
That's what we have to call it if we make another podcast where we talk about not just Jim Carrey, but
mainly Jim Carrey.
Mainly
He's
Jim
gonna
Carrey.
sue us.
Jim Carrey, if you're watching this,
I think currently you also have a glamour projector equipped.
Thanks. Thanks. Anyways, so speaking of following us on Twitter, Noki, what happened last time?
We turned people into ghosts.
Yep, that was everything that happened last time.
It was scary.
It was on Twitter.
I heard something about an alpaca.
There was an evil alpaca.
That was also scary.
We started a prison riot, probably.
Less scary.
Y'all didn't start it, but yeah.
Bamboozled a bunch of guards. Thinking. And then we made a bunch of ghosts.
That's all you have, Reed. By the way, Byodo's back. The actual Byodo, not the Schwarzenegger
We sound like
Byodo.
god-awful people when you describe it like that. We created a prison riot, gang, and then we made ghosts is essentially what I got.
When you're
I
not
think
here, Byodo's Austrian.
This is fine. Everyone get to the tank.
Yeah, basically. And then when Mason's not here, Zaz is very southern.
I mean, isn't he always southern anyway?
Yeah, only sometimes. But when I voice him, he's giving you a southern accent to differentiate all my characters. But anyways, Byodo's back, and that's all the recap he gets. I believe last time y'all ended on the ship, correct?
I think we teleported
back.
I remember being in the tank. That's all.
Yeah, you teleport back onto the ship. Noki drops you off immediately onto the tank. Teleports you directly to the tank.
Good,
yeah,
good.
you
How much was it?
you currently find yourself
10,500?
in the tank.
Huh? Was it 10,500?
17,500.
Okay. You guys find yourself on the tank. You currently don't. No one else is on the ship outside of the 7 of you, however many there are.
That's
2,
nice.
3, 4, 5, 6 of you, because Nassim's character joined us last session, so he's here on the ship too.
Oh, he's not dead again.
Nope, he hasn't died yet. But yeah, all right. You guys find yourselves on the ship. What do you guys want to do?
Obviously, we should instantly lock down the ship to make sure there's no alpaca in here.
We've already looked for the alpaca.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Have any of the other groups
personally
messaged us or anything?
No. Currently, you haven't received any messages from Team Coinbread or whatever we called them previously.
Banana bread.
Banana bread. I got close. I got really
better
close.
than I would have done. I personally, now that we've taken out the figurehead of this police state and freed the prisoners and done all the other parts, I wanna go get paid.
Okay.
I wanna go over to the tree people.
I feel like I wanna make sure that everybody's okay first.
Yes.
Because we also don't know the state of the state. Because it's probably chaotic right now, and if we're going to try to get somewhere, it might be difficult.
So, sorry, where are we?
Let's just install ourselves
You're
the
currently on the
dictators.
ship.
We're on the ship already?
Yes.
So
Immediately
we...
after
Oh, right,
killing
because
her.
we killed her and then we
No.
teleported.
Right.
So I think...
Question.
On the ship.
Did I take her head when we killed her?
Yes,
you did not get the final kill.
I did.
But did I still go
But
take
you
her head?
did.
Because
No.
Akron
I smushed her
blew
head.
yeah,
Oh, that's
watermelon.
right.
Oh, yeah.
You bastard.
And you were not covered in the gore. You were very upset about that too.
I could have taken her head and thrown it down the longest set of stairs.
Well, I took her head and threw it
Isn't
into
that
the
what you
floor.
literally said? There's going to be a lot of stairs?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, because it's the same place
think
where
I
you
know
threw
you
out
know.
the other head of stairs.
I like to think I know all your characters.
You
but-
don't. It's my favorite color.
Purple.
It's Akron's favorite color.
Purple.
No.
It's white.
No.
It's black.
It's always
Like his
white.
soul.
Oh, you're right. It would be black.
Nope.
Edgelord. Is it green?
No.
Is it gold?
No.
What
Is
is
it
it?
orange?
It's red.
Whatever. Anyways. Yeah. So okay. So Timothy, you want to go get paid. Noki, you want to communicate?
Has been my
Attempt to
goal since the
communicate
beginning.
with the.
Or at
with the
least can we
scenarios.
see what's going on outside?
Yeah. You guys probably have cameras facing outside
Let's
of the
do
ship.
that. Let's
We
do
do.
that.
Okay. So you guys begin walking up to the captain's area.
I don't-
The chair, firmly in place.
Are we gonna expect some kind of change or something? I don't think anyone knows that she's dead. We teleported
Well, the prisoners
immediately.
I
just
think those
like
ghosty guys
rioted
probably
and
do.
came out.
There's a ghost, yeah. But
There's a
they're
whole
ghosts.
prison riot.
Mm.
We should
What are they gonna say?
We should take the tank to help them.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hey man, that's pretty
Alright,
spooky,
so
okay?
me and
We should take the tank to
me
help.
and
Tell
Noki
us
are gonna take the tank to go help
Yeah.
the prison riot.
Okay.
I will get in the tank with y'all and man the guns.
I think Byodo can.
Wait, but
Byodo can probably
first
do it.
I want to see what
Byodo
it's looking
isn't
like
proficient
outside
in heavy
too.
weapons.
This is fine.
can't
So
remember.
He really
Are,
can't.
No, this is fine.
are they not proficient with heavy weapons? Vanguards?
We looked, remember?
Huh.
I'm the only person that has heavy weapon proficiency on the team.
And it's out of a technicality.
Yeah. So I'll man the guns.
No, that's okay. We're
We
fine.
just have autopilot.
Autopilot can only drive, it can't shoot.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, I can push a button.
Yeah, you
You
can't aim
don't
with it though.
have
True.
proficiency with the weapon.
Yeah.
It's not just pushing. You actually
Can you go ahead and
use
put
the
those books real
weapon.
quick?
Whoever said we were gonna shoot anything?
You want to go to the prison riot and help? We're
Yeah.
gonna shoot stuff.
Who said we were gonna shoot anything?
Yeah, just ram everyone. Destroy the tank that
I'm
way.
not fixing it.
Where's all of my character minis? Because I do have a mini for the tank as soon as I find my box of minis.
Box
Oh,
of
it's over here.
minis.
I have it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is not anywhere close to what the
This is my
Burning
mini.
Archipelago looks like.
Isn't this where you guys fought some raptors or something like that?
Yeah. Reed, I only
Good
have like
pull.
4
We
maps.
fight
Good
raptors.
fucking pull.
In Reed's campaign.
Yeah, I think the raptors almost killed me. They were scary ass raptors.
I think most stuff almost killed you.
A lot of stuff almost kills you, Curtis.
Dude, people
Yeah.
don't heal me.
All right, so each one of these minis is gonna represent a group of 3. Asana Guard, because I only have so many minis, and I don't want to represent an entire army. I'm just gonna throw these out. You guys can just put them wherever, because their location doesn't matter a whole lot.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Does Akron's character still have some of the like blood and guts from what's her face on him?
Yeah, there's a lot on my
Cool.
face.
So I'm gonna take some of that and just kind of like spread it on me, so I can then go intimidate them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So you see Byodo
you,
run up to you and start
Byodo.
caressing your body.
I really needed to clean my armor, but you don't need to be so aggressive about it. Ooh!
Yeah.
Are they
okay.
doing this in the tank?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
are we on the tank already? Because I still wanted to see what it looked
You're
like.
currently Yeah, so you guys are making your way towards the tank. Walking fast.
Downtown.
Walking fast.
Walking fast.
And
Getting
tank
ready to
bound.
shoot things.
And-
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
God, so
Machine
aggressive.
gun.
I feel like your character started out at the beginning of the campaign. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't want to hurt you. Now
No,
it's
that's
like,
a
first
vine.
instinct, punch.
That's a vine.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
So it's like,
okay.
it's that
First
song
of
that's
all,
like, blah, 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 blah. That's the machine gun. That's Uzi. Something along those lines. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so Noki, go ahead and make me a perception check.
yes.
That's with the silencer.
Oh wait, I need my things. That's a 6. Hold on.
Hold up.
That's
Wait a
21.
21?
Yeah.
21?
21.
Yeah, you know what? This is just gonna be a bunch of Vine, just a bunch of Vine references today. With the 21, you look outside. You do see, not like they're by no means like an army, but you do see several. I would probably say, you see just kind of like in general. I would probably say.
I'll say.
24 Solarians
Okay.
just spread throughout like your immediate viewport, fighting like several groups of Asana guards.
We're still dressed.
Okay. So
Oh, you can turn that off.
Yeah,
how
it's,
far
I wanna
how far are
make
they
an
from
announcement.
us?
Okay.
I would say
Their
probably
leader's dead.
a couple 100 feet.
Fair
You
enough.
guys are kind of like you're essentially in like a spaceship parking lot, and they're more towards the city. But Noki with the 21, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, like just kind of like skirmishes, like small skirmishes.
Just
How
scrimmaging
many of
outside.
them do you think could hear me if I shouted at them?
From this distance, 0.
Okay.
They're all currently like in combat, and you're a couple 100 feet away.
Drive me closer.
All right, yeah, let's go help them.
Okay.
Drive me to the nearest group.
Bioto, you're piloting, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you're piloting the tank.
Is the autopilot better?
Yes.
Yes, autopilot, please.
Should autopilot do it?
Otto, drive me to the nearest group.
He's just standing there.
This is the tank's autopilot, driving you to the nearest group. As it like starts reversing.
No, forward.
No, outside of the ship.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I'm like,
Continue.
No,
Just through the tank.
the tank starts like reversing out of the ship, and you just hear Bioto just forward. Bioto, I believe we have to exit the ship first. I don't think you want to exit the ship that way.
I love this
As
autopilot.
you,
It's so
the
great.
hangar doors close. All right, Bioto. Which group? There are 4 groups in almost equidistant vicinities.
Bring me within shouting range of the nearest Asana guard.
You got it. Would you like me to play some sick ass tunes?
Yes,
An-R-K3
please.
tunes?
Please start playing some Fortunate Son.
Whoa! That's all we can play from that song because it's probably copyrighted. But to get the full experience, just play Fortunate Sons while listening to this thing. As Fortunate Sons is playing, the tank pulls up to the closest group. You are within shouting distance now. Bjorn.
Good. So I'm gonna pop out of the tank so they can see me in all my blooded glory, and I'm going to shout at them to stand down. I have killed your leader. If you don't, I will kill you too.
Make an first. I would say
Can-
make a disguise check.
Okay.
Make a disguise check.
Because he rubbed it on himself.
So that is going to be an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Can I help him by aiming the gun at the group?
Not for the disguise check.
Yeah, for the intimidation.
Now make an intimidation check.
Yeah, they'll be very confused by the gun. They'll be like, I guess he must be telling the truth. There's a gun pointed at us. That is going to be a 23.
I will say you get advantage for being in a fucking tank.
Okay, so that is going to be a 28.
28. Yeah, with a 28, you see the tank guns. Zzz. Look, Curtis, do you have any?
No, I have no intimidation.
So yeah, you can.
I was
You can
hoping
help.
that the
You can
act
give
of
the help
pointing the
action.
gun at them would somehow make his check easier.
I
No.
can help intimidate, actually.
No, it gave me advantage.
Yeah, not necessarily the point of the gun
It can
specifically,
also
but yeah. So the gun points at this
But I
group
have
of
an
Asana
image
guard,
to uphold.
and you see the Asana guard all have like their guns, like and they're all like looking at each other. You see one of them like puts his fingers to his temple, and right as he does that, you see this Solarian run up and just punch that guy in the face. As that guy, that first Asana guard collapses, the other two just drop their weapons, hands in the air.
Now wave him about like you just don't care
who that Solarian is. He's
All right.
not one of the ones you're familiar with.
Okay.
Akron, you go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
You're smart, right?
Supposed to be.
Plus 2, that's not bad. It's not a hard intelligence check. Just remember a face. 19. Yeah, this is a Flail Leaf. He's like an elven. He's like for an elf, he's pretty stocky. Like he's pretty built. He probably like spent his entire life. But yeah, he's one of the. He's one of like the Solarian teachers. So he's a pretty, I would say pretty high level Solarian. Yeah, and he just punches this guy right in the face. He's like an armor Solarian. So he just like punched this guy to punch this guy essentially. He doesn't have any weapons. But yeah, just like punches this guy in the face. He drops down. The other two Asana guard with that just dropped their weapons immediately. Was like, you're the man with the tank. Where do you want us to go?
I guess I'm the only one outside the tank now, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Much.
Brave Solarians, take them away. We will continue the fight.
Flayleaf looks at you and says, "All right, you're the guy with the tank."
And Otto, bring me to the next group of Hosanna Guard as I ignite my lightsaber. I wish to hit them with my sword.
Otto's like, "Can do. Shall I increase the volume of Fortunate Sons? Would you like to Would you like to also have it played on the speakers outside?"
Yes, and boost the bass, please.
Of course. The next group of Asana guys. They're trying to communicate. Every group that you guys approach, you see one of the Asana guard try to communicate with something.
Can I put the Aeon stone on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Do I hear anything?
It's just like a static. You don't hear. Whereas before it was like you were connecting to something. Now it is just a static.
I'm gonna shout hello, but like
hello
in the stone.
In the stone, yeah. So you hear like you sent the message. What it like essentially what it. It's not like your phone will auto connect to like your home Wi-Fi. There's no like auto connect to this Aeon stone right now. You have to tell it what to connect to at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I think their communications are down. We could probably use that to our advantage.
Pretty sure their communications were based off of those robots. And those robots
drones.
Were based off of the lady we killed.
Vari.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it stands to reason they can't communicate.
Beodo, you are within swinging range of this next group. You see, like the leader has his hand up. He's like, all right, I'm not getting any messages, and there's a fucking tank. They begin to start like open firing. They begin to like start shooting at the tank. Hey, one of them actually does some damage. I think your damage resistance negates it. He hits the tank. The other one's like, their guns are like way too shaky for them to get like a solid beat on it. But one of them's like, bing, 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 bing. You see bullets start hitting the tank, and that's the one you're closest to currently.
All right, so Otto, charge forward so that I might hit him.
Did it actually do anything or no?
No, you guys have like 15 damage reduction and
20.
I don't feel like pulling out their sheets. So,
you want me to shoot them?
Do you want me to hit them myself?
Run them over.
Don't do that.
They had minimal hit points. They only had 1 hit point. There's another Solarian fighting them. You're good. Don't worry about it, Curtis. Don't worry about it, Curtis.
Ramming does like double or triple damage to the tank that you deal.
You only dealt 1 point of damage. Lucky for you.
I know.
No, I thought it did.
It deals like double damage to itself.
I thought it was only double damage if the like there was a ram check and whoever basically got the higher check.
I think that's when you're ramming another vehicle.
Yeah, it's only But that's no, like if you just run into something and you
a person?
Yes.
So a person does more damage than running into a vehicle?
Sometimes.
It possibly can.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
But
but we can break the tank if we keep on running into stuff. So please stop.
I don't think we have to kill him.
The guy like runs over. Just that one or all 3 of them?
Yeah, all 3.
All 3. He says,
"I'm not repairing it.
Master Beodo,
this isn't
just
fun anymore.
This is great, but not a big fan of running these guys over personally. I'll still do it, but not a big fan."
They're just following orders. I don't think we should kill him. We can just put him in jail.
That's what they said. The Space Sternberg trials.
Oh my god.
You didn't see my
I'm
people
like-
be let off.
I'm like internally screaming.
Yeah. So you see the tank like stop. And says, would anyone else like to drive?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anybody
Master
but
Timothy. I'm sorry, Master Byodo. You can still operate the
Music.
music. I just don't feel comfortable allowing you to drive right now.
Wait, I thought I wasn't driving. I thought I was outside like the hatch.
You were commanding.
I don't feel comfortable you commanding me right now, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, so we killed all 3 of those.
No, the 3 that you yelled at currently. And you see the what's it called? The Solarian that was fighting them, just like as he like stands and salutes the tank. He's like, I don't know.
Hey, Acheron, can you get outside there and try to kind of reduce the bloodthirsty monster?
Who's the bloodthirsty monster?
I don't know. Maybe the one that covered himself in blood from you and is telling us to run over all the enemies.
He's inside the tank. The tank
No, he's
just
like
open.
No, he's like
open.
yeah.
Tank's open. He's
Yeah,
like halfway
so
out.
just
Can you-
pull him down.
I'm driving this tank right now.
Okay,
Can you please
I'll
do something?
use gravity hold on him.
You hear the ship just. Technically, Master Timothy, I'm driving the tank.
Fair enough. Anyways, could you maybe relay our message to the next group,
Yeah, I'll gravity hold him.
or at least
Yeah, I'll gravity hold
Oh,
him.
we
yes.
can have a nice.
I can relay
you
the
two are blooded.
message.
Come up here with me.
I can
Someone,
also use
yeah.
limited telepathy to get 30 feet within every group and just tell them to back down instead of you yelling at everybody.
Let's do that.
Hey,
let's do
it's
that.
worked almost every time.
Well, let's see. Last time we didn't even try it. We just rolled up and started hitting them with the tank.
Yeah, the first time it worked though.
Well, yeah, but it's not like this.
Master
game
Timothy,
plan.
we are approaching the next group of
Fantastic.
Sonic Guard.
Please pull up within 30 feet of them so that Acheron may give them their message.
Yeah, the tank stops and
Wait,
pulls
we
up
took
the
out
tank.
two,
Yeah, you took
right?
out that guy.
So this
that
one?
one's, that mini's dead. Yeah, you pull up to the next group of a Sonic Guard. You see this Solarian. He's like very bloodied, and he's like he's not winning this fight. And then the tank pulls up. The tank pulls up. Acheron, you don't have to look anything up. You're within range of limited telepathy.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I could talk to. Well, yeah, I can't talk to multiple creatures
No,
at the same time.
I say yes.
Okay.
Didn't do that the entire thing.
Yeah, but I can. So what should I tell them?
Drop
Wait,
your weapons,
to
and I
these
don't mean your asses.
the Solarians and the Sonic Guard are in the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they're fighting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fighting. Yeah.
Okay.
Each group is 1 Solarian and 3 Sonic Guard.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go and I guess specifically to. Oh well, am I outside the tank or am I inside
You're
the tank?
you're inside the
You're
tank.
inside of the tank.
Can I know with limited telepathy I can select who I'm talking to?
There's visuals. and
Yeah,
stuff
you can
outside.
see-
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay.
This is an
Okay,
advanced tank.
just
space
making
tank.
sure. Then I'm gonna go
We
and
have cameras on real tanks too. but
I'm gonna use my
whatever.
limited telepathy to contact the Aeon Guard or the Sonic Guard. I mean,
Yep.
and say your leader is dead, and I know your communications are down. Stand down, or else we will fire.
Make an intimidation check.
I have one.
Can
of
I
those.
help him with that with my bloody glory?
Are you?
No.
I think they
I'm-
pulled you back. Did y'all pull him back inside the tank?
I
or-
thought they were saying that, but I don't know if they ever actually.
Well, he
That's
used
gotta
gravity.
be-
It's up to Jeff as to
Yeah.
what he did.
Huh? What? Say again.
Did you
Did
gravity
you
hold him
pull
back into the tank?
Diodo back into
Yeah.
the tank. Okay.
What does gravity hold do?
All that does is just make you unable to move, but I get to move you.
You get to move me?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's mage hand
It's-
without a limit.
It's telepathic or psychokinetic hand. That's pretty much it. You can still attack me. Don't.
Anyway,
I'm pretty bloodthirsty.
you
right
see you see one of the Asana Guard just take off running as the other two begin firing back at the tank.
now. Let me out of the tank! Let me out of the tank!
I
At least me.
You want me to fire first at the one that's running?
Oh, by
Yes.
the way, it was a 30.
All right.
No survivors.
30
I
intimidation.
will fire at the one that is running
And I'm just
currently.
making sure.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I fire with this weapon, do I take the -3 to the attack or no? Because we are not currently moving. I don't think I take it unless we're
Currently,
moving,
yeah.
right?
Currently, you do not. You are stationary. Curtis,
Okey-dokey.
you hit.
All right. He dies, I assume.
At the same time, I want to go and contact the Solarians in the group.
The one that's running.
I hit. Yeah, I hit the one that was
The one
running.
that was running.
Just the one retreating.
Yeah, so the one retreating, you just see a bullet just
Blows the fuck up.
He's just like he just pops, and then the other two Asana guard just.
Hey, hit him again with that message.
As they drop they immediately drop the weapon, and the Solarians just. He runs up and just punch, punches both of them in the face.
Hey, Can Zaz heal that Solarian?
Yeah.
You should be able to, right?
Yeah. Let's have Zaz jump out there and heal him.
Yeah. I'm going to contact the Solarian as well.
And I'm assuming we're like
that he did a good job, but we'll take it from here.
Like,
No, we're just
I would say tie up the two that are left.
Yeah.
That too, I guess. Yeah.
And,
I'll handle these guys here. And you see Zaz like jump out.
Have them take all their weapons and armor and stuff and then give it to us so I can scrap it.
Ooh.
Good boy.
Take any other free Solarians with you and subdue the rest and take their weapons and armor.
And he's like, all right, I'll do my best. As he's like wrapping up these two armors, like, all right, I guess I'll take all of them. You want?
Just the ones that
Whatever-
you can.
whatever you
We're
can
going to try to get rid of the bulk.
Okay. And he starts like attempting to remove their armor. He's like, all right,
Focus on the weapons first.
Oh yeah, weapons first, right?
Yeah. Obvious.
Toss them in a pile somewhere.
Yeah.
He just throws them. He just like throws them both aside. It's like, all right, how do these? I don't wear armor. Fuck. He's like trying to like figure out how to like take off someone else's armor.
Can I just toss him my buzzblade?
Can you just tell them take off your weapons? I mean armor.
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna go toss him my buzzblade.
Oh, they're unconscious.
Yeah.
Just,
what am I gonna do? I'm gonna invade their dreams.
And he starts just like, the guy in the tank told me to. I'm sorry.
Don't have him kill him. We don't want to kill him.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to let him use like a can opener.
Wait, that part's canon? Oh, don't do that.
He's not very smart.
Oh, shit.
Dang it, I can only talk to intelligent beings.
Damn it.
All right. As he starts like, don't do that. And he throws the buzzblade into the pile of weapons. I'll just figure it out.
Okay, I'll go get the buzzblade real quick.
Zaz, I got you, Beto. As he jumps back into the tank.
Alright, let's go to the next
Pretty
one.
fast.
Yeah, we'll just say that the remainder of them
Have noticed.
roll me a d12, Curtis.
Yikes. The hell's my D12 is?
Oh, okay.
5.
5. Yeah. You take out an additional like 5 of these groups, and the other groups are just, all right. Yep, we heard the message, and they just put their hands up.
understand.
They're just walking in a straight line, like towards the Radiant Cathedral. Just all right. Yep, we get it. We lost. Alrighty then. We are subdued. Our weapons are in a pile over there.
All right, time
Good
to do
enough
some
for now.
trials.
Yeah, we'll just follow them to the cathedral, and I guess if anybody else needs help, we'll...
Yeah, and then as you guys are traveling toward the Radiant Cathedral, you do see that those 24 Solarians kind of like forming back up. Some of them, there's about 24 like living Solarians, but there's probably like 6 or so, like half a dozen being carried. You don't know what state they're currently in, but they are currently being carried with the remainder of these Solarians.
Let's have Zaz run out there and heal as many of them as he can, or at least stabilize them.
I'm
if it's
gonna
possible.
run out too, just to, I guess, boost morale.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
Oh, and deactivate the glamour
not
too.
leaving Bioto in here by himself.
Well, I'm in here still.
Oh, that's right. I think
Yeah, he's the one
What are you
driving.
talking about? I've been driving this tank for sessions upon sessions.
Yeah, so Zaz, he runs out and he starts mis-securing as many as he can. 4 of these Solarians are just like unconscious,
Okay.
but 2 of them are completely dead. Yeah, like outright, and have been deader longer than
Okay.
the
Longer
time
than
we
what
can
anything can be done.
resurrect them. Most Solarians don't have weapons.
Yeah, most of
We,
them just
we
make
all don't
throws.
have lootable weapons.
Yeah, not all of them have lootable weapons.
But do they have lootable armors?
Some of them do. You
No. I'll let him decide that.
I'd rather not
Some
take it
of
from the Solarians.
Some of them do, some of them don't. Yeah, and then you see the Solarians are kind of like, all right, yep, I guess we're going into the Radiant Cathedral. There's about 6, the ones that you haven't like killed or so. out of the ones that you probably didn't kill, there's probably a good like 24 Asana guard that like didn't put up a fight. They're just like, hey, I was just doing my job. I'm sorry. Drop their
I
weapons
don't
and
want to die.
went straight towards the Radiant Cathedral. But yeah, you guys are currently still driving your tank, and behind you there's about 24 or so Solarians.
I guess, do we want to have the Solarians
Should we put them in
like
charge?
watch over them? Watch over the Asana guard?
Yeah.
We let the Sonic Guard live there.
Well, we
right?
still need to find the rest of the team too. Like, do we see
I don't
them
know, man.
with the
But
crowd?
we got like 24 Asana guards
the
just kind of
crowd?
chilling.
Crowd.
Crowd. Make me a
We need
perception
someone to
check.
guard them.
That's true.
That's a 15 plus that's a 30.
A 30. With a 30, you like look through the crowd. You don't see the Solarians any Solarians that you recognize in the crowd. But as you approach the Radiant Cathedral, you do see Kelvic Jr., Mickey, and Vorkle.
Borkle.
I'm pretty sure it's Vorkle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see those 4 Solarians. It's kind of like on
Who's the
the
brother?
steps of the Radiant Cathedral.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
Howdy.
You're good. Just hurry up. Let's go. Sounds good. Anyways, I'm not calling anyone out. But yeah, as you approach the Radiant Cathedral, you do see 4 out of the 6 Solarians that you previously encountered.
That aren't dead.
That aren't yet. They're just sitting at the like steps of the Radiant Cathedral. They look like they went through hell, but they are still.
I'm gonna run out of the tank and I'm gonna give all of them a hug. I'll be like, thank goodness y'all are okay.
Just
Giant
make sure
ass
I'm
not to
also
crush
gonna-
them.
gonna, I guess I'll
hug.
approach from behind. Not from behind. I'm gonna approach
Everyone
them.
comes from behind.
I'm gonna approach them.
I think
Whatchamacallit?
that's his Smash tagline. Akron approaches from behind.
I'm gonna approach them like I guess not in
His
the
brother was
same
known for
fashion
DD&D,
as
but he's known
Noki.
from coming from behind.
And I'm going to ask them where the rest.
You see Mickey and Kelvic Jr. kind of like they don't want to say anything, and you see Kelvic is just, we lost him.
Both Slugger and Vesk.
Yeah, the both of them.
Was the alpaca?
Did Vesk
No.
mention something about an alpaca before he died? The 3rd head? Very scary.
You're not there.
Damn it.
You're not there. You're in the tank right now. You're driving the tank. But yeah, he's like, yeah, we lost both of them.
Let's see. Well,
That's what happens.
yeah.
And you see like Kelvic like not. Kelvic is like not looking at you. Like he's not making eye contact with you. He's like, yeah, we lost him.
Well, you know what always cheers me up at these times?
Every
Some
time
good
it says
old
we
war
lost
crime
him.
trials.
Are you outside of the
Yes.
tank? Okay, yeah.
The Black Ops things where
Bioto
it's
is like
we'll
runs
get 'em
up.
next
You
time.
know what cheers me up? War crime trials.
I've struggled so hard to not say anything.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm sure they fought honorably. Thank you.
And they don't like none of the Solarians say anything, but you see Vorkle. He's like, they did fight.
we
I'm gonna cry.
we did eliminate the leader of the Asana Guard. I keep forgetting her name. What is her name? Vari. Okay, we eliminated Vari, so this fighting is probably going to stop soon. We just need to make sure that all the remnants of her rule are eliminated.
You see Vorko's like, yeah, I'm sure the tank helps.
Oh yeah, it really helps you.
And you see
Whenever
Mickey
you're not
just
running
like,
them over.
you see Mickey. No, everyone make me a sense motor check. Everyone who's there, make me a sense motor check.
I mean, technically the tank has cameras, right? So I can see.
Do you want to make a sense motor check?
Sure.
Make a sense motor check.
Fuck it. Why not, right? I totally missed it.
I don't know how you.
36.
I don't know, dog, but it got worse when it got in
36
there.
plus.
No, add all
So,
bonuses.
like 19?
19. All right, 19. Akron.
13.
16.
13.
41.
41. With Noki's 41, there's a lot of emotions going on with Mickey. You see, like, I would say, like, the main ones, like frustration, you know, like just visible sadness, like disappointment, just like the spectrum of like all the bad emotions you can possibly feel. She is currently feeling right now.
I'm just gonna give her a hug.
Yeah, you give her a hug, and then all she says is...
I'm gonna hold her and I'll be like, do you want to drive the tank?
Mickey's just... Yeah. All I wanted to do is drive that tank.
Do I hear this?
Yeah. You're with... Yeah. And
I'll be like, go drive the tank, little one. I'm sure Timothy will let you.
No.
Drive your tank. Drive the tank to your heart's content.
You know what? We earned this. We earned it.
You earned this.
Mickey
earned it.
Enters the tank, and Timothy, you're still within the tank. Mickey enters the tank, and Timothy, make a sense motor check with advantage.
It's gonna be a 14 plus 11, so 25.
25. You look at Mickey, and she's like wiping tears from her face, and you know, like, at this moment, all she wants to do is drive the tank.
I'm going to say to her, would you like to drive the tank for a little while?
She's like, that'd be pretty cool.
All right, come on over here. Come sit down.
Yeah, and she sits like right on your lap.
Oh!
She's like a small child.
Drive the tank around.
Yeah,
she's like an old lady.
She's driving the tank, and she's just...
Her feet can't, like, reach the pedals.
Her feet can't reach the pedals, but she's like steering it, and she's like, so, what button's the one that fires it?
Shoot it up in the sky.
We can only
shoot
fire
at the tower
if we aim at the sky.
At the tower.
I don't want to destroy any of the buildings.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to fire it a couple times.
Alright, cool. I'm going to aim it upwards. I'm going to say that button right there.
I know. That's just several just shots fire. And Mickey's like...
And we'll just play the trumpets.
Wild Fortunes has still been playing.
Yeah.
You're right, it's still just blasting.
Mickey just... Can we change the music?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to listen to?
Hey, Tank? Yes, Mistress Mickey. Can we play Flight of the Valkyries? Of course.
Oh, man.
Would you like me to play it on the speakers? Hell yes. You see Mickey she's just having the time of her life, but you just see like tears. No one else does, only Timothy. Just tears streaming down, just as the tank just fires sporadically throughout the city. Byodo, roll me just a straight charisma check.
Ooh-wee.
Just roll me straight charisma check.
Straight charisma?
No, I'll say diplomacy. Do you have... Is your diplomacy 0 as well?
My diplomacy is more than 0.
Okay. No. Roll me intimidation check.
Intimidation?
Yeah, I'll let you reroll that one. Yeah,
okay.
I'll let you reroll.
That's definitely better. So that is going to be a 36.
36. Your blood-covered, beautiful body walks up to whoever looks like they're in charge, and you just like, I want to run the trials.
No, not want. I will. The trials.
And you see the Slayer, and he's just, yeah. You're. I think we have I think I have a wig somewhere.
Is it powdered?
Yeah.
What's up?
I can
You
find a
just walked
powdered
up
wig
to
for
I
sure.
think we have
Solarian in
other
charge and
pending
said, I will run the
matters.
trials.
Yeah, and you see that Solarian just take off to
No.
find a
Well, you better do
powdered
something
wig
about
for
it
you.
then.
I bring out a case and open it up and just start pinning a couple of my war medals to my chest. I'm ready.
Just straight to your chest?
Yes, just straight to my chest. I've taken off my armor and put it into my chest.
Yeah, so you just have these war medals and you're just digging them
You're just
straight
bleeding.
into your body. Just pop, pop. And this one's for this, and this one's for this, and you see the Solarian, probably 10 minutes later, come back with the powdered wig for you.
Of course, so I put it on.
Acting Judge Byodo.
No.
Chief Investigator
No.
Noki.
All of the guards are going into jail cells, and the Solarians will be in charge. We're not doing the trials.
Yes, the Solarians will put on the trials with my supervision.
No.
Yes.
We have other things we need to do.
If the Solarians are going to put on the trial, then a Solarian needs to judge.
Do you want to be the judge?
Yeah, of course I will.
You see the Solarian that Reed intimidated? He's like, I mean, if the Solarians are keeping maybe a non-biased party should judge the trials.
Yes, non-biased. I am non-biased.
No.
Throws up the thumbs up at you, Bianca.
No.
You killed both of the leaders of the factions that were trying to control this place. Obviously, we have some sort of bias.
Well, obviously there's no bias because I killed both of the leaders.
Well, yes. But...
like, technically, you would have to kill the Solarian leader to have no bias, but...
Yes.
If I must.
No.
You see the Kasathan, you see this Kasathan in the background just like crack all 20 of her knuckles.
Yeah.
Just like, let's go. Let's go, bitch. As she like cracks all 20 of her knuckles. Akron, you do recognize this as a head dude. Just like, alright, you wanna, let's go.
Dude, you don't need to do that unless he does actually attack, but... I think for now...
Though, of course, we will be paid for our time spent in these trials, correct?
And all the Solarians look at each other. Just, free lunch? Hourly?
Will there be alcohol?
You see a dude look at Akron just... Do you have alcohol?
Yes, we have a culinary synthesizer that releases alcohol.
Yes.
Good. Let's begin the trials.
No. Not a trial by death. We don't need that part.
No. Let's be
the
proper.
Solarian that you intimidated, he's like, as he conjures like a Solarian gavel, he's like, I can't let you wield it, but like you just tell me when to bang it.
You know what? Because of the way that Solarian weapons work, that means...
He got a level, and he chose a gavel.
Yeah. Yeah, specifically.
Solarian mode.
And he was ready. He was excited. He was like oh my god.
I just gained a level.
He was just thinking like sooner or later we're gonna have some trials for this shit, and I am ready.
Yeah.
No, actually, roll me an intelligence check.
Watch, this guy's like a magistrate by day or some shit, so that's why he has
You
it.
said intelligence?
Intelligence.
Oh, okay. Then that's going to be 18?
18. You know this one. You don't know the Solarian's name. You just know, like, this one of the Solarians who's, like, really big into, like, political science.
His nickname was the Judge
already.
Already.
His nickname was the Judge Already, and he's like, his Solarian weapon was always a gavel. And it just happened to be the one that Reed intimidated. If you're intimidated, he's like, I'm ready.
Excellent. The judge is here.
We have the judge, we have the jury, and the executioner.
Well. Yeah, that doesn't mean that he needs to execute somebody. He's just there.
In case it needs to happen.
In case it needs to... Exactly. Don't say anything.
Are the soldiers, are they like in the prison cells, or are they still standing
currently
there?
I'll say they're like being marched.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll say they're all being marched towards the prison cells. They're not like there yet. But I don't think the trials have officially started. I think Piotr just said he was gonna run the trials.
Okay, I just want to make sure they get locked up.
So first of all, we have to start the trials with the officers. Whoever was in charge of this needs to face justice first.
Yeah, and you see, out of the, I think I said 24, so 24 divided by 3. What is that? 6, 8. Yeah, you see. So you see, 8 of the guys like, yep. We were, none of them have, you see most of them as Lashuntans. They're just in, like, skin-tight,
bodysuits?
Yeah, skin-tight bodysuits. Still in the, like, Asanaga, like, the copper and blue, or copper and red colors. Walking out is, I guess the 8 of us were, the leaders. And out of us 8, I'm the highest ranking. Do we get a say in what happens, or I don't know how this trial works. I've never been indicted of war crimes.
Yes, you do get a say.
Everybody gets a say.
We will have a cross-examination. Do we have a cross-examination?
Before you're found guilty, you will have a say, yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thanks,
I guess I can
Thanks,
cross-examine.
I'm just saying, I played Ace Attorney games, so I can be a cross-examiner.
Oh, you can bet.
You see one of the
character,
other 8
I
just,
think you probably...
objection!
Yeah.
Can
Alright,
I say that?
let's...
I don't know. I've always wanted to say that.
Go ahead and say your side of the story.
Oh, we're just doing the trial on the street?
Well, yeah. Do we?
You call,
Yeah,
you call
hell
for
yeah.
the eight, yeah.
Street rules, street trial.
Street trial.
Yeah. The leaders. I guess I'll represent the 8 of us. I don't think any of us can do any better. We were conscripted as children. We were just doing our job. We didn't want to do this.
The following orders excuse.
I think that's my best one right now.
So you're saying it's an excuse?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Sorry, guys. And you see all the other 7 members like, fuck.
You
It's an
have
excuse.
every option to
It's an
back down.
excuse.
So
Yeah.
what was your plan if you had actually succeeded in keeping control of the city?
I mean, I think we were just like control. Like I don't think we had. We didn't know the master plan. Obviously, I think we were just like until everyone falls in line, we were gonna shut off the water. But once everyone like fell in line, we were gonna give them water, electricity, all the basic amenities. Just we would control the city.
Before Vari was like in charge of the whatever Asana Guard,
Whatever the hell you are.
who was the head of the operation?
Vari was always. Vari basically.
She made the
She
Asana
made
Guard.
the Asana Guard. Yeah.
How long has she been here?
Vari's been here for like decades, probably like 20, 30 years. Yeah, I would think Vari's probably been here 20, 30 years.
And currently, you're the highest ranking official
Out of
all of the guard,
surviving
or just the ones
as he
here?
like looks around, he's like, out of all of us, out of all the surviving ones, someone said something about a tank at one point.
Well, it's right there. Do you not see it? Are you blind?
We're driving
I
around.
didn't see it. I think I heard boom. If that's the tank, then yeah, I heard it. I was one of the ones that gave up willingly. I don't know if that helps my case specifically.
No.
Okay.
How many did you execute in the cause of justice?
Well, technically, I didn't kill. Well, I killed 4 and a dog, I think. But the
What
dog
kind
was
of dog?
a stray Chihuahua. I don't know if that helps.
We should
Yeah,
let
but
him
it's
off.
still
No
a
crimes.
dog.
Yeah, still a dog.
Where's Chihuahua?
Yeah, but it's still a dog.
They look too much like you.
I-
Yeah,
I
but it's
Look at
think-
you, and he's
still a
like
dog.
the dog thing was totally by accident though. It just kind of tried to.
You're not helping your case.
I'm sorry. I
All
thought
right.
it was. But yeah, technically, I didn't kill a lot of people.
Oh.
He did. He points to just one of the. He killed like probably like 27. I think. Well, how many ticks are on his helmet?
You know what
He
we
has
do?
a lot of ticks on his
They all
helmet.
have
You
kill
know what
counts.
people do with snitches?
No.
We give
I
them less time.
I think we should lock them all up because I think this needs to be restructured because they're still gonna need
Yes,
like a
it
police
does.
state. So I think we need
I
to
don't think
like
they need a
keep.
police state.
I don't think they
I
need
mean,
police.
they still need like police and stuff.
Right.
So I think we should just lock them up, let them figure.
You said
it
that you
out.
all put ticks on your helmets based on how many kills you got?
Yeah, that was just kind of. This is like unofficial Asana Guard kind of.
Very well.
Mhm.
Anyone that has a tick on their helmet dies.
I don't
That's
think
my
that's how that
aggressive, but
works.
alright.
You see just one of the like these 8 just.
Yes!
He's like, woo!
Wait.
I don't think
wait.
that's how that
Oh my
works. Also, you're
God.
not the judge. The judge is the one
Yeah.
that does the.
You're not the judge.
Well, no, I got put in charge of the trial.
No, no,
No.
no. That's you still don't do that.
You see that one? He's just. I'm cool. I'm cool with that though. That's.
You
that's
know
fine with
what?
me.
No, you're an inadequate soldier. You can stand down.
Let's
Thank you.
just-
I'm one of the captains, just not the captain of the captains.
Yeah, well, you got promoted to loser. Oof.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's just have them go back to their cells.
If they go to their cells,
Yeah.
they can escape.
Yeah.
They can cause havoc on the skin. We can have a whole nother, 3 sessions where we have to go through and fight Hasana Guard.
You see the
No,
captain of the
I'm
captain. He's
not
like, I guarantee no more sessions of this. Just more than likely the last one right here.
Yeah, not to break any fourth walls or
Not
anything.
to make any fourth walls, but you see that Asana guy just like nose start bleeding. He's just. I'm pretty sure. This is it, you guys.
Yeah,
You
let's
guys
just
got
have them
us.
go back to their cells.
Don't know if that helps my case at all.
Where's Julikesh? Is Julikesh here?
Roll me a perception check.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm like looking around. I'm like, where's Julikesh? That's a Salian. 22.
Don't you? You looking around. Currently, Julikesh is not here.
So
Where'd that motherfucker go?
I now look to the judge and I go, I don't think that we can find. It'll take much longer to find out whether the common soldier was guilty of these crimes. Those trials will have to take place later. But I do believe that all the officers were complicit. They
I think they should all be
Cannot
stripped
live.
of their titles.
Well, yeah, of course.
They cannot leave.
live.
Live. Make a diplomacy roll.
I don't think they should die.
It's gonna be a 16.
I mean,
Total?
even the U.S. took in some
nat.
Germans
My nat is
scientists.
16. He's just. We will consider it, Biodo. By the way, nice wig.
Wait, who's talking?
Powder.
One of just one of the Solarians. You don't
Oh.
recognize the Solarian. It's just. Actually, you know what? It'll be Hadu. Hadu's like, we will definitely consider it, Biodo, but can't guarantee anything.
Just know, if they live, then justice dies. I take off my powdered wig.
But
I don't know.
who would I
That's
ask? Or
necessarily
would
true
I know
either.
who to ask if like they knew if Julikesh was there? I don't know if anybody knows Julikesh.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good
shout
question.
louder and call
Well,
for
I mean,
Julikesh because
I'm sure if there's anybody that's from like the original church, they would.
Yeah, so the main people you see like immediately in front of you are the 8 Asana guard who are standing on trial. You guys, a bunch of Solarians. I will say you do see a couple other, because it wasn't just the Solarians that were in prison. You do see a couple other Sarenrae worshippers, just kind of like off in the corner, I guess. Not like in the corner, but like off to the side, like, all right, this has nothing to do with us. I don't like how they're using our church as a trial place. And they're kind of like murmuring amongst themselves.
Still their church. Let me go up to them and be like, hey, have y'all seen Julikesh?
He's like, yeah, Julikesh, Julikesh was here. He kind of left.
Where is he still in the Burning Archipelago, or is he gone?
Yeah, I don't think Julikesh would have left. He's pretty close. He's over by like the Senate chambers, I think. There's a lot of bars over there. Julikesh is probably
Fucking wine,
over
fucking gay
there.
ass, looking
Yeah.
ass.
He's probably by the Senate chambers. But yeah, basically like the second they were let free and the tank drove by, he's like, all right, I'm getting out of here, and he kind of left. He didn't say it like that, but you know,
But that's
Yeah.
basically what it boiled down
Yeah.
that's
to.
basically what he said.
I was gonna be like, maybe he should leave the church, but I don't know how I
You
feel
could.
about his character now. If he just ran.
He ran to a bar after being imprisoned for God knows how long. Sorry,
Yeah,
Saren Ray
God.
knows how long.
We don't know how
That
long
is
he's
quite
been without his
understandable.
sangrias.
Oh, you're right.
they offer very few sangrias in prison.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to make
You
them
see
in your
one of- You see one
toilet.
of the, he's like, yeah, I've been making Pruno for 3, it hasn't even fermented yet. I've been offered literally 0 sangrias. Yeah, so the trials, the start, Biodo begins leading them, and then Solarians have cooler heads. You know what? I think a member of the Burning Archipelago should lead these trials.
That sounds smart.
Who
Who
Let's
says
do
I'm not
that.
a member of the Burning Archipelago?
They all like Jesus.
Bad Biodo.
No, you don't
No.
live here.
But we have a tank.
We
You're
appreciate.
also outside of
Your
the tank,
tank's
so you
currently
don't
not.
need to say
like,
anything right now.
Was that y'all's? I didn't even know where is the tank. And just
It's off in the distance.
Off
It's
the
currently on
yeah.
cleanup duty.
Fair enough. Yeah. We definitely appreciate the assistance. But I think you can watch the trials if that's what that does anything for you. I don't know.
I will not sit here and watch this miscarriage of justice.
God. Justice.
Yeah, and you see some of the Solarians.
I'm just gonna start walking to.
This guy gets it.
I'm gonna start walking to wherever Julikesh is supposed to be.
I'm gonna start following the sounds of the tank, just driving, causing mayhem through the city.
Yeah, and you it's pretty. You don't even have to make a perception check.
It's loud.
It's like
pretty loud.
Oh, there's one shot, so it's over there.
Yeah, Byodo, with your background and everything, you know exactly like how far a tank is. Like, based on the tri-echolocation, he's over there. And you'd be like Terminator running
Tank
over
circuit
there.
so you can run faster.
Activate circuit, and you just Terminator like full T800, just full like running over to the tank. Noki, yeah, you begin looking for whatever bar Julikesh might be at.
What's the gayest looking bar there?
Yeah,
Flaming Sun.
Pretty close. Yeah, you know what? The Flaming Sun. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be called.
I'm just gonna stand outside and look at the name and be like,
this is just like a couple like
looks
this.
About right.
This street right in front of the Senate court is actually filled with like either bars or like street. Like
it's like 6th Street.
It's essentially like 6th Street, but it's right outside of the Senate court.
And they need a place to go right after.
They need a place to go right after they miscarry some justice. But and you're looking around, you're like, all right, dingy bar, grimy bar, the Flaming Sun.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And yeah, you see like the picture is like this little like baby, and he's just like gay, like rainbow flags, and he has like just like really weird like glasses, and just the Flaming Sun.
No, I don't think that's the gayest one. That seems like a pretty straight bar.
Different ones.
Yeah, and then he's like, "What do you mean you're cutting me off? Do you know who I am? I'm Julikesh." As you hear from that bar.
Oof.
It's probably a different one.
Sangria and Sarenrae knows how long. I ran for Senate of the Packed World.
That's
I'm gonna be like,
him.
yeah, and you lost.
And he's like, "Who said that?" As he's like stumbles out.
He breaks his wine glass.
Who said that? As he like stumbles out of
Fuck
his
someone
bar.
up.
Noki? I can't. Noki, is that you? Noki, you legally have to tell me if that's you.
Legally.
By law, you have to tell me. Or is that just the police? I don't know.
Well.
Noki! How the hell are you? I hope you're Noki.
Why are you so drunk?
They haven't been. What are you doing here?
Well, you know, we just saved your entire city.
Were y'all the tank?
Yeah.
I expected nothing less of you, Noki.
I don't know how to deal with this drunk. Alright, Julikesh. So we basically cleared out all of the people that were, I guess, fucking up this place.
Noki, are you talking politics with me right now?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
And then he holds out his hand and says, "Noki, as you know, I have very limited resources. Give me one moment." As he kind of like, he fixes his tunic and he puts down his wine glass as he like puts his hands on like his chest, and you just see like this aura of like gold and blue surround him. He says, "Alright, I just removed affliction. I'm good now. What is so important that you had to find me right now?"
Excuse me, we just fucking saved your entire city and we're trying to bring back some fucking structure.
I appreciate that. What did you need of me, though?
Well, aren't you worshipping actual Sarenrae? We're trying to restore, like, balance, so we're gonna need you to be a leader instead of a gay-ass drunken Vesk.
Damn, get him with it.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
That sounds a lot more aggressive than diplomacy.
I wouldn't say it's as aggressive as intimidation.
18.
Yeah, maybe not.
That's at 29. 33.
33. With the 33, Julikesh looks at you and says, I can still have a glass of wine every now and again, right?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
I just don't need you walking on the street looking like, acting like a damn fool when we're trying to give you some important job.
Well, I definitely appreciate you considering me, first of all.
Well, you know what?
And he's like, as he's walking and you see like his tail, like he like grabs his tail and he's kind of like spinning it around. He's like, leader of the Church of Saradray. I do like the sound of that.
Well, you know what? Saradray's gonna have to make sure that you're an adequate leader first. I'm not just gonna trust that all.
No, I can definitely handle that responsibility. I've tried to run for Galactic Senate, as you know. As you clearly pointed out, I lost, but I think I can manage.
All right. Well, they're doing trials right now. They're trying to restore some balance with like the police force and everything. And if you're gonna be running the church, or at least assisting in running the church, you should probably be involved in that.
The people need a leader.
Yeah, the people
now
need
more than ever.
some glimmer of hope, and you're actually worshiping the real Saren race, so I think you can lead them in the right direction. You stop acting a damn fool.
He laughs and he's like, I appreciate your confidence in me, Noki. I really do.
Well, right now, it's a little uneasy, so you still have to prove yourself.
Around this time, Byodo, the tank is like pulling up right around like the same place as firing, and you see Byodo like running, like, catching. You're pretty much like side by side with the tank.
Did I notice him like running to catch up to
you
it?
definitely noticed.
Yeah, I'm flooring it.
You're
flooring it.
He's still keeping up with the tank, just barely.
It's like that. Have y'all seen that? Oh wait, can I talk about the comedy skit?
Yeah,
because I can delete it.
Oh, I didn't know if that was just gonna be too much work. Anyways, have y'all seen that Kevin Hart comedy skit when he like goes to like one of those like petting zoos, like that you drive through zoos, and he's like, I'm like driving,
I think I've seen it.
and the ostrich is running next to me,
Yes.
looking at me like this. That's all I'm picturing.
That's
Kevin
essentially
Hart
what
is
Byodo
beyond
is doing.
Going
terrified of
30
animals.
miles an hour, the ostrich is looking at me like this.
He really gets just. Is Byodo chasing that tank?
Oh yes.
As I'm running, I'm
He
just
likes-
gonna
I'm
look
just-
into where I know a camera is and be like, Mickey, we need the tank. We have to perform some executions.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, Byodo
So then
really
I'm
likes.
like, we're gonna
tanks.
go a little bit faster. When Byodo gets like this, it takes him a while to calm down.
You see
Oh,
Julie
that's
just
right.
like,
You ran against him
yeah,
for.
Julie looks at this.
Yeah, he's part of our group now.
I'm glad someone's taking care of him. He could barely take care of himself.
He's alright. You know, he's just.
That's debatable.
He just needs a lot more alcohol.
What are you talking about? How
than
much
you
healing
do.
do I take from you guys?
No, the us taking care of you part is debatable.
Oh, what?
If we took care of you, you wouldn't have alcohol poisoning 24/7.
Well, he doesn't have alcohol poisoning.
When
Yeah.
you're
He has alcohol poisoning when he doesn't have it in his
His
system.
alcoholism.
And it's like 80% of your bloodstream. I'm gonna call it poisoning.
And,
That's
you see
just
Julie
the-
just
Regular poisoning, H2O poisoning.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Can you guys give me a ride?
We're literally
Sure,
right there.
once I get the tank.
Isn't the church like right there?
That's not like right next door. It's like a little ways off.
We can give him.
Oh,
It's
I
a little
mean,
ways off, but you went straight to, and then Byodo had to like run around.
We could just give him a
so y'all
lift,
kinda
whatever.
cover.
I mean, if Timothy wants to stop, he seems to be avoiding Byodo right now. I'm just
You
gonna
see-
stick my
you see
finger out.
Julikesh is like waving at you.
Hey Mickey, do you think they want us to go over there?
You see Mickey just. I mean, maybe.
Your voice got a lot deeper since you started shooting the tank.
Yeah, I think it's. Do you think just driving this tank is just a testosterone boost? I don't know exactly what happened. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Let's go over there and see what they need, and let's lock the tank up.
Yeah, you turn out the weapon.
Seal all the doors and everything.
I wasn't gonna fire next to them.
Well, I'm more worried about Byodo, not necessarily you.
Ah, yeah. I get that.
Wait, it's my tank.
You just hear
It's just fun to fuck with you.
as riding the Valkyries. You see Mickey is like, "Hey, Timothy's not letting me let you in. I'm sorry."
Not until you stop this whole execution business. Seen enough of that today.
But that's been my whole business. That's why you guys take me with you.
Yeah, seen enough of it today. Come back tomorrow for some.
The speaker again just... You didn't say no.
You didn't say no.
You said you hit your limit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all... I'm assuming y'all pick up Julikesh.
Sure.
Do y'all pick up Yodo as well?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, like, yeah, we just need a ride to the church again.
Yeah, y'all drive back to the church. Akron, were you there the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the Solarians, they're just like deliberating amongst themselves. And he's like, well, they imprisoned us. And I was like, yeah, well, we have to be like non-biased. And they're just kind of talking. You've heard a lot of Solarian. Solarians actually make a pretty good judge. Generally, they try to be unbiased. To try to be neutral with everything, but it's a little bit harder to be neutral under these circumstances. But Hadu's trying her best. And as around this time, you guys pull up with the tanks. You guys pull up with the tank, and everyone, I'm assuming, leaves the tank.
Yes.
We do lock it up though, so that it just like
obviously
takes it.
Beep beep. The tank is locked up. And around this time, as you approach, all of the other the Serenade worshippers are like, "Oh, Julikesh, hey!" They're like talking amongst themselves, and you see Hadu's. I think we'll keep the Asana Guard locked up for today. We'll have rotating shifts. I think we'll try them tomorrow, I guess, and I guess the day after tomorrow, we'll have the
executions.
Depending on the
Stop it! You're making us look bad.
maybe not necessarily.
Yeah, so that's the woman that punched the person as soon as she teleported.
The birth of crystals. We'll have the birth of crystals day after.
They were in our ship.
He's dead.
Like,
well, you know what? He's not dead from me punching him.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Maybe that's what.
I'm not even gonna let you roll for that, Bio.
No, I have no idea.
I said that they fought
You have no
honorably.
idea.
That's a great compliment where I come
Akron,
from.
make me a mysticism check.
Yep. That's gonna be 27.
27. With the 27, read. I think I dropped the D12 right by your feet. With the 27,
it's my D12 now.
With the 27, Akron, the birth of crystals is like essentially a Solarian funeral.
It's D20.
Okay.
Yeah, that's essentially. My bad. It's essentially a Solarian funeral.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you hear Hadu's like, we'll have the birth of crystals after the trial. So trial, then birth of crystals. Is like, everyone in agreement?
Do I?
You hear a lot of the.
I mean, obviously, I know how that happens, but as a player, how does that happen?
Essentially, it's all of the Solarians are like placed in this like carbon pod,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the carbon pods are set ablaze
Mm-hmm.
with Solarian, like the solar abilities, and then crushed into like a diamond, or they don't all produce Solarian crystals, but some do. And that's how like some of the Solarian crystals, and it's still like it's basically funeral, but like the Solarian crystals are given to other people, and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But that's how some of the Solarian crystals are made. Others are like from black holes, from star ejecta and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of like the process of the birth of crystals. It's basically to like a funeral and to remember
Mm-hmm.
those who were passed.
Okay.
I want to throw all the weapons that were discarded into the tank.
The scrappable bulk, I would say total 29 bulk.
Hell yes.
29 bulk. Like, you're looking through, like, some of these guards didn't maintain their weapons, and you're like, I might as well
Bunch
throw
of
them out.
pussies.
Yeah, but 29 bulk total. Just driving around, and you're like, yeah, we'll pick up this, and you can kind of like take it at a glance. 29 bulk total.
Okay.
But yeah, and you see Hadu, you see Judge like right next to Hadu. He's like, all right, Judge, if you don't mind, just as Jaja hits his gavel. And the dude's like, alright, I guess that is the first session of these trials. I don't think we have a name for it yet, but we'll figure that out later. Everyone go home, get some sleep, go to your own beds.
Do your thing.
Do whatever you do.
The thing he
The thing he do. What does everyone want to do right now?
I'm gonna go immediately to
We go
the floating
to
gardens.
the floating gardens, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to check up on them because,
I just want my money, dog.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
you do.
We've been
But-
through a
so
lot
I'm
for
trying
this
to
money.
make up something for my character to go there. It's like, oh, I want to check on them.
I got like a running list in my head of like
Yeah.
shit that needs to be made, and I'm like, if only we had more money to make it.
Okay.
Well, it's not a running list because you're a Android dude, so it's just there. It's itemized and everything.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
By price per person.
Yeah.
Are you guys driving the tank, or how are you guys getting there?
Obviously in the
walk.
tank.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go to the floating gardens too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be able to
You
please
can't
don't
bring your
threaten
tank
them?
to the floating
well,
Not
gardens.
to the floating gardens, but you can drive
please don't.
to the trolley next to the floating gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you drive the tank all the way up to. You drive the tank as close as possible to the floating gardens. Exit the tank, enter the trolley. As you guys enter the trolley, there is just like this one dwarf. You don't recognize this dwarf, but operating the trolley. Trolley operates at full speed. Where previously, last time you probably had like 10 minutes to get to the floating gardens. You get there in less than a minute. And you
Nice.
you fully see like the full speed of these trolleys. They're supposed to be pretty fast. As you exit the trolleys,
Whoa. I wave to the trolley driver first and say thank you.
yeah, he tips his hat towards you and he says, "Thank you for thanking me." I need everyone to make me a will save.
Okay.
I'm bad at these.
Me too.
I'm not.
Ooh, I rolled high.
22.
Oh yeah.
22?
25.
25?
What's that? 12 plus 7. 19.
19. As you all enter into the... Do I have another? Yeah. As you all enter into the floating gardens, you see just a wall of like mist surrounding the floating gardens. Essentially immediately after you exit the trolley.
Strange. Can I use mysticism to try to figure out what the hell the mist is?
You can definitely enter up to.
It is going to be a 14 plus 19, so a 33.
A 33. Where's the core rule book?
It's over here.
Can you hand that to me real quick?
That I can do. Here you
Because
go.
I forgot the specific spell. But with the 33, yeah, you identify the spell.
Nice.
It's a technomancer spell, I know that.
At the same time, can I use detect thought?
Yeah, go ahead. You begin. My bad. You begin to detect any thoughts. You do not detect any thoughts in the nearby vicinity.
The nearby vicinity. So
Outside of you, Timothy and Bioto.
Can we not walk through the mist?
Currently, what's going on between Timothy and Bioto's minds? What's going on in your head, Bioto? What are you thinking about right now?
How I wish I had that tank with me.
And Timothy, what's going on? What are you
Finally
thinking
gonna
about?
get paid.
We're
Gonna
in the
make so
money.
much shit.
We're in the money. Yeah, you just hear.
Like it's just a bunch of like schematics, and then like, woo! Finally gonna get these done.
Is it non-detection? That sounds right. You mean what? Okay, there it is.
So within 60 feet, I don't hear anybody else but
Yeah.
them.
The only things that fuck it. The only things that you hear in the immediate vicinity are Bioto and Timothy.
You said it's a wall of mist?
And there is currently a wall of mist
Can
immediately
we
in
not
front of
walk
you.
through it?
Are you there?
Did I not go with you?
I thought you did.
I thought I did.
I think
I
we all
didn't hear
just
you.
went together.
Yeah. What's going on in Noki's mind right now?
I'm just like, can we not walk through the wall of mist?
Oh yeah, because I guess we just stopped in front of the
Yeah,
mist.
you just see like a wall of mist immediately in front of you, and you
Yeah.
guys like, you have no idea, Noki.
Uh,
Make me a
Try
will
it.
save as well.
Did I walk through?
You didn't even make me a will save in the initial one.
Oh,
That's why I didn't think you were there.
they got to 17 plus 11.
28.
Yeah.
All right. No, yeah, you still see the wall of mist, but you have no idea if you can walk through it or not.
I'm gonna detect magic.
You see a very high level abjuration spell.
Guys, this is an abjuration spell.
Which abjuration is the ones that like ward or like protect something.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold my breath and walk forward.
No. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, hey guys, we stopped the police state. Can we come in?
Are you gonna say that quietly, like, "Hey guys, we did the thing."
Oh, I guess I'll do it louder. Be like, hey guys, we did the thing. There's no more police state.
You don't hear a response.
Can we come in?
Hey,
just gonna keep
Akron,
walking
you were
towards
them.
here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Can you
Can
can you tell them?
Byodo?
Can't. Because there's nobody there.
You begin walking and you see Byodo disappear. Excuse me. Disappear in like a shroud of mist. But Byodo, you're unabused.
I'm what?
You keep moving.
I don't see anything, or
No, it's just like a wall of mist, and then eventually exit the wall of mist. Shit. I had the hiccups now.
Go get some water first. Go get some
I got it.
water.
Hold on. You're gonna have to cut out 30 seconds of this clip, but
It's okay.
Now swallow. Like a gay boy.
I'm gonna swallow. I'm not gonna swallow out of spite. Anyways, Byodo, you continue walking. You get to the edge. You see several of the facades. These like plant. These people like made out of plant, like dug into the soil of the floating garden. You never been to the floating gardens. Dug into the floating gardens, and then around you just see like several like bubbles of different like atmospheres, essentially, with different plant life just kind of like floating around, and just essentially like everything is just covered in like flowers or some form of plant, and there's like a small like walking path. You see several of these kasars, these like vine like people, dug into the soil of themselves, so like their feet grow directly into the soil. And then you see several just like sporadic people like brandishing weapons as they point like directly at you.
Oh, I
hi.
also never followed.
I was here to get paid. We did the job. We did a thing.
There's
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and
have things.
after that, like after Byodo says that, shortly after Akron and Timothy appear behind him. What did you say, Noki?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just
Do you wanna
go
come up
too?
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so yeah, the three of you appear almost immediately after Byodo. And Byodo's like, we're here to get paid. There's like paid from who? You're like one of the voices shout out.
Well, we got some plant for you guys. I don't remember who we got it for.
We're here to see Risa.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Oh, why?
You see one of the Khazar, because the Khazar, they have, their body is essentially made out of vines, where their neck would be is just like this long like elephant ear leaf, and then above that is just like this glowing ball, essentially of light directly above it. You see the glowing ball that can like shimmer and like almost like blink essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are assuming like they're like communicating telepathically. Zaz isn't here with you guys right now, otherwise he'd pick it up. But and then immediately to your right you see a plant like split open, and
That's disturbing.
Teresa like walks out of it as the plant just
That
like,
is
seals back up.
very disturbing.
And you see,
try it.
one of these Khazars fully adorned in like these mystical robes. Just, I heard my name. I heard you had a plan for me.
Yeah, hi Teresa. We also got rid of the Asana guard. You're welcome.
Oh, in that case, and she like snaps her fingers. The entire like wall of mist disappears.
Timothy,
Fascinating.
you still have the plantain with you, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Okay.
gonna open up my null space chamber and take it out.
Yeah, he really wants to get paid.
I do.
He was really excited to come here today.
Speaking of getting paid, access to the the floating gardens is 10 credits each. So we gotta keep. Sorry, we charge admission now.
I can just throw this into the sun.
We also saved your.
Roll me a bluff check. I don't think.
I don't actually think I have
You know what?
anything.
Timothy actually wants to throw
No,
it in the
Timothy
sun.
Nah,
doesn't.
you know what?
He just,
I'll pay
he's
for
just
everybody.
trying
It's
to
fine.
bypass
It's
the
fine.
bullshit so that he can get paid.
Just subtract 50 credits out of what you're going to give us.
No, wouldn't it be
That's
40?
actually reasonable.
It's only 40 credits. Zaz isn't
True.
Yeah, just
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You're right.
Akron, you can
I
do
was
math,
thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
Wait,
Backpack.
hold on. What if we all leave except for one person? It's only
You know
10.
what?
You still have to pay the 40,
Yeah, 'cause
40 credits upon entry.
We did get here. Anyway.
You should
It's
put
40,
up a sign.
40
40
credits per entry. You didn't see it was within the mist. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's true. It was misty in here. We didn't see anything.
There is a sign. We do charge 10 credits admission per body.
I mean, if I brought this up to the proper
That's-
legislative body, then since we couldn't see the sign, we couldn't be expected to know that we would have to pay.
I'm sorry. You still have to pay.
It's okay. 40 credits is nothing compared to what
It's
we're going
40
to be
credits
paid.
less. That's like
I will
probably
personally
a sandwich.
pay the 40 credits.
Okay.
I'll mark
He
off
said it.
10 credits.
Nope. He said I'll personally pay the 40.
All right. You see Teresa like pull out a small Abadar cord like key. Is like, you wanna pay the 40 credits now?
Do you want to take
or-
chip or
Yeah,
do I have to
we
swipe?
definitely- yeah,
Okay,
just
and then
chip, just-
and then I put the chip in.
Just all right. I'll be right back. As she like sucks back into the earth and like disappears for a moment.
Is that how you saw her last time?
Um,
Do that weird treat thing?
Kind of.
That's very disturbing.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, Noki and Byodo. Welcome to the floating gardens. It's a little weird here.
You see, like, as you look around, you see several of, like, they're not Khazars. And there's a couple, like, elves, there's a couple, like, dwarves, humans, just, like, other races, like, gone fully native. Like, war paint, they have, like, weapons drawn, like, all right, whoever comes through that doors, we're gonna murder. Essentially, like the attitude, and they're like, Teresa's talking to them, I guess we can we go home? Like they're like
Yeah,
all confused. They're
It's
like,
safe now.
Yeah, the Silent Guard's gone.
Oh, no.
oh, really?
Come on.
Yeah.
Unless you want to tussle.
More or less from prison.
Yeah,
You see
the
one of them is
trolleys
like,
are working again.
Oh, and like most of them like wipe off their face paint. And they're like, fuck this
They
shit.
tear off their loincloths
Yeah.
and reveal a suit underneath.
I just took my kids to the phone and got. Let's go home, kids. As they begin to leave.
Best
Yeah.
day ever.
Yeah, and just like a bunch of the stragglers, like whoever was just happened to be in the floating gardens when the police took over, begin to leave. You guys are probably waiting a good like 2, 3, 4 minutes, and then Teresa just
Glad you didn't say hours.
like sucks back in, just all right, and she just opens this box and is like, I believe you. What was the amount that we agreed on again?
7 million.
I don't believe it was that much.
I don't remember.
It's a lot.
I know you
700
have
and
it.
something thousand. No, I don't. I never wrote it down.
It
Really?
was 700,000
I know
per sample, I believe.
That Christian told me one time. Oh, that's Jarrett. Still Jarrett.
Roman intelligence check.
To recall knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh, but
You
for
were-
our
you were
viewers
never
back
there.
at home,
Wait, I thought I was there.
you don't need to
You were
recall.
never there.
No,
it
I
was
think it
Zaz.
was only them two.
Yes, it was
The only people who were there. Oh, you know what? You were there.
Yeah, because I was like, no, we
Um,
should keep it up as high as possible.
Yep. So,
Okay.
Biodo, you do get a Roman intelligence.
I'll spend a
Okay,
resolve.
I got
on
a
knowledge,
16.
last one.
16. Okay.
It's going to be an 11 plus 7 plus 5. So what is it? 11 plus 12, so a 23
23.
for just straight intelligence.
Is it straight intelligence or
Just straight intelligence.
how'd you get plus 20?
I have a 7.
He
And
can
then I
add
just-
a couple other things.
Yeah, the
to his
feat
skill
that I
checks.
got also gives me a plus 2 to recall knowledge, and then I can spend a resolve point to
So,
get plus 2.
what did you get?
23?
23. You know it was at least 700,000.
Yeah, I want to say it was 785,000.
This is. I don't believe it was 85,000. Wait up. 785,000.
Yes.
So 7
785 000.
7,850.
It definitely was not that much.
Well, then how much do you believe it was?
Pretty sure it was at least 740,000.
750,000. Or actually, maybe let's do 760,000 because we also cleared out the Asana guard for you, which was not part
should make it
of the initial.
Yeah, but they're not really in charge of the place.
Yeah,
We were,
but they couldn't continue their work
I have an idea.
with the Asana guard bearing down on them.
With that said, you don't
we
ask
very much could have continued our work.
Wait,
without the Asana.
Timothy, I have an idea. I take out my plasma blade. I light it.
Can you just?
I alter the
No.
arrangement.
You reach for your plasma blade,
Mhm.
and you are compelled not to.
Oh, damn.
You physically, you begin to
You wanna
reach
take
for it.
740?
You physically cannot.
Yeah, it's fine. But,
Like
I just wanna
halfway
make
through,
sure.
you physically
So-
are unable to reach your.
do you have
your
a
gun.
sense motive?
Damn.
I have an 11. She has the
I
best.
swear to
sense
God
motive.
now.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you're just like,
She's like,
"Huh!"
because I was
as
zero.
your arm will not touch your gun, your
How?
blade.
Wisdom is my knowledge.
I'm gonna sense
They
motive.
told me this happens to Paige.
Oh my god!
Go ahead.
Byodo, you might need to see a doctor for that.
So
I was told if it lasts more than 4 to 6 hours.
Or if it doesn't happen at all.
that's a 34.
34. With the 34, you don't feel any ill motive
No, I want to
directly.
see if like she's lying.
740,000. That sounds right. That sounds like the amount agreed upon.
Mm-hmm.
But with a 34, if y'all said lower, she would have accepted that. But she wasn't going to accept anything higher than 740,000.
All right, then we'll take 740,000
Can I do
Wait, was it
another
per
sense
sample, though?
motive? Because I don't know if I trust them.
for just one sample.
No.
We're keeping the
We're
rest to
only- Okay.
use as
can't.
scrap and to make
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
The rest is ours.
What if we asked her what she'll give us for extra samples?
No, I don't think we should put that on the table. I don't think they should know that we have more.
Yeah. I don't want
think
the
we should
floating
know.
gardens to start.
Then we can just say that we have
killing
some more
us.
in the
Just
ship,
saying.
or we know where to get
Yeah,
some
well,
more.
no,
Like, you
that's-
know,
I
we
agree
can
with. I'm
try-
agreeing with you.
I
You
think
seem
they're very
like
stingy
you're
over these
being
No.
samples.
sarcastic.
I don't think that would be wise.
I'm sorry. I get like.
What if we just ask them, what would you want even more samples if we could get you more?
Sure, I mean, you can ask them that.
Okay, so, and say if we could procure more samples, how much would you pay for those samples?
Roll a diplomacy check.
That's gonna be a fat 7.
Fat 7. She looks and she says, just the one sample's fine with us, to be honest.
Well, darn it.
Dang,
Sorry, kid, we only need one sample from you guys.
All
I
right.
Well, let's
don't.
get paid and get out of
I
here.
That's all you're
don't
gonna
trust
get
them.
yet. So
Well, if they're just gonna pay us, then let's get the money and leave.
What
But
don't you trust him about?
I don't think their intentions of using the plant are like good intentions.
I mean, we don't
Why
care.
not?
We're leaving this place.
You
I
didn't sense
think-
motive that.
I
No,
think
no,
that they might be working with the Gray or something like that
Roll me
to make that
a-
ship,
Roll me a
How do
Well,
you know
the
that?
ship,
that giant ship.
the giant ship was
Is
from
Abadar
Abadar
Corps.
Corps.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they're not working for them. I just don't trust them. I don't know what their
Roll me
intentions
a
are with that
sense
plant.
motive check.
You should. They're a different faction altogether.
But factions can't work together.
They're paying us a
Because
lot.
they're the Xeno Wardens.
That's a 35.
A 35.
27.
Yeah, make sure it's a 35.
27. Yeah, 35.
Teresa, I'm going to whisper something in your ear right now, very sensually.
Please don't lick it.
No, I'm not going to.
This time.
You know, just because you said that, now he's not going to.
I was gonna say,
Oh, wait, hold up. You got a 35?
It's already past Valentine's Day, bro.
That's how much you'll
Never
have.
mind. I'm not going to whisper something
That's
sexual
how
in
much
your
what?
ear.
That's how much you get.
With a 35.
for split 5 ways.
With a
Okay,
35, you... How do I say this?
No, go whisper in
they
your ear.
have
Whisper intentionally.
because
Just make sure you use left tongue.
wait. Okay.
You planning to clean
The
your ears out,
35.
bro?
You
Who loves
know
that wax?
that they have their own agenda with this plant. It, based on like how much they want this plant, you know, like based on your like interactions and like your sense motor check and everything, it's not like they don't want this plant for like malintent. And then you do recall Zaz saying something like, you know, in general, the only reason I'm not giving you a whole lot is because I got a natural 20 plus 15, but I got to roll a d6. So they just beat you. But you know that Zaz heard them like want this plant desperately. You remember that. They're willing to pay for it and begin charging admission. You don't get the like malintent. They're not wanting it for like evil purposes. Yeah, like you don't know specifically what they want it for. For all you know, they could want to like sell it to someone else for like a higher price. For all you know, but you know that like it's not for like evil intent. The Khazars and like the floating gardens aren't bad people. You know that for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna.
They might have like ulterior motives for it.
He did.
But even
Did we
the
have
ulterior
Yeah,
motives
that's what my card was for.
don't seem evil.
My credit card. Get
Okay.
it, get it.
Um,
Wait, that makes sense.
I'm gonna ask them. Be like,
Huh.
when we were getting this plant,
Forget it.
it's really strange. Especially when we were trying to like collect samples and stuff. It was really hard to do so. We don't really know what this is. Like, do you mind me asking what, like, y'all are gonna use it for, or what, like, research y'all are doing?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
What's 18 plus 18?
36.
That's a 42.
The 40. Did you max out? You get a
No.
6?
No.
Oh, you got a 4 and then plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With a 36, she looks and she says, "We want to collect as many various plant samples to ask our patron what to do next. The closer we are to having as many plant samples as possible, the stronger our connection to our patron."
Oh. Is it bad if I ask who your patron is?
She's known as the Green One.
The green one. Oh, is she like
She's
y'all's
not.
god kind of deal?
We don't have a specific god per se, but we do. It's like a philosophy. It's like a philosophy with
She's
a
like the
main
founding.
the founder of the philosophy.
Okay.
And we're asking her for guidance.
Oh.
The more plants we have, the rarer the species, the stronger our connection. with
How
her.
does y'all connect? How does the connection work? If she's the founding like person, shouldn't she like be leading y'all directly?
Well, she would if she was still alive.
Oh snap!
She has been dead for centuries? Before the gap, for sure. But our connection to her grows with more plants, essentially.
Do you know what, or is there like a overall arching idea of the philosophy?
Protect fauna, protect flora, protect life,
Oh.
but containing it within the floating gardens, allowing it to grow uninhibited,
Just makes it safer for
makes the species themselves safer.
Oh, so the more
80.
plants y'all get, the stronger the connection grows.
Basically, yes.
Your
That's
stuff would
interesting.
take 75 bulk of scrap.
But you called her a patron too.
Jeffrey's stuff would take.
It is a philosophy,
57.
but
And
it's
what
a
I want
philosophy
will
we
take
take. we don't necessarily pray
factored in
directly to
in
her,
pricing for all of us.
but she's
Those
definitely
two actually obtain
our.
the extra scrap
She has
metal.
our ideals
We might be able to get some more
and
scrap
she
from the
knows
Amazon card. If we just
what to
like,
do
hey,
more
yo,
or less.
Can you give us their shit?
How
Maybe you can have fun with that.
do
if
you
want.
communicate
You
with
can
her?
go
How
into
does that
it.
communication
You can keep with
establish?
that armor, but,
It's hard to explain to someone who isn't attuned with the earth as we are.
this is the
But
price for
when we communicate with her, we root ourselves with the plants, and we can feel her will or her guidance through that.
Oh, is it like how plants talk to each other, where there's like actual root movements and stuff that like
Yes.
dictate the communication?
Mm, more or less, as a simple explanation, yes.
Dope.
Yeah, I do believe it is pretty dope, as the young kids say.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Of course. Timothy, and you handed it over at this point, yeah, and they give you the 740,000 credits. You see Teresa like grab the and like this root, and it's essentially like it's like dark purple root. It's like this like purple and silverish root. And the second she grabs it, like the roots of this plant like begin like sprouting, like searching for soil. Essentially, they get like longer and longer. And she's like,
Well, I think it's time to
"We'll be
leave.
right back."
So cute.
As she like plants it down, like as she like begins like thrust down, this section of the floating gardens like floats up, and it's essentially like you see like this strange like purple soil almost as she sprouts into it, and then it almost immediately sprouts into a tree. Just,
a whole ash tree.
not like a whole ass tree, but like it's beginning to grow into like a tree.
What
Jeez.
kind
A
of
tree?
At,
Not
at
a-
this point, it's almost like a bonsai.
So not a moonflower, just a tree.
No,
Can
at
I
this point, it's just like
tell
a,
what kind of soil
Yeah.
they're using, or if it's
Can I ask?
magic, or
Can
what?
I ask them what kind of soil it is?
Would that be like life science to see that,
It
or
would be a life
mysticism,
science
or
check, yeah.
something? Okay, well, I'll do that then. I'm gonna use this.
no, did you want to just ask them? Or?
Yeah, I wanted to ask them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check.
Oh, okay.
19 plus 23, so it's a 42.
42. Yeah. 42, and Noki, what did you get?
23.
23. That's literally almost.
I
as low
rolled
as
a
you-
2,
she rolled a 2
and then a 1.
Yeah. So 23, and then a 40 something.
Yeah.
You can't specifically see what soil it is just by looking at it, but you get like, all right, yeah, it probably has like these components. It probably has some. You could probably help the soil that your samples are growing in grow better, but you can't like, oh, I know exactly what the composition of that soil is. Noki, you what do you say, Noki?
I'm literally like, whoa, that's cool. What kind of soil is that?
She says, the floating gardens provides what it needs. We don't know. I don't know specifically what kind of soil it is, per se, but the floating gardens provides.
So is this place like magical?
In a sense, yes.
What?
Everything's magic if you look at it in a certain aspect, but
You
yeah,
squint real
it
hard
is
and turn your head.
very, very magical here. Yes.
Okay.
As your friend over here will attest to, as she points to like Biodo.
What do I need?
For what?
I don't know.
Why'd you ask that?
Because the floating garden provides what it needs, so maybe it knows what I need.
You're not a
You
plant.
you see
I'm a
tree,
living being.
You see a tree like reach down, like the tree branches like and like sprout down, and just like a banana grows
Yo!
like, directly in
I
front of you.
need some potassium.
Apparently, you were low on
She okay?
potassium.
I'm leaving.
We have
Yeah, I'm
bananas in the
leaving.
ship.
I'm gonna go back to my
Yeah,
tank.
as you begin walking, like a leaf ball, essentially, kind of like floats like right in your face and is like following you as you walk out.
I'm gonna reach towards the leaf.
You pluck this leaf, and it's just a ball full of water, like a leaf cup, like a leaf cup, just full of water.
I taste, see if there's any alcohol in it.
It is the purest water, and as you begin to taste it, you see 4 other balls of these.
I make a fortitude save to see if that instantly kills me.
The sip of water does not immediately kill you, but you see 4 other vines of leaf balls. No, don't drink this shit.
You don't understand. If my blood alcohol level gets too low, the consecutive hangovers will kill me.
As y'all exit the floating garden.
Yeah, what? My total is 85,000. Okay.
For all the shit that you asked for.
That's half of what I have, so almost.
And that'll pay for everything. Where'd I put my little book? Oh, there it is. That's so I can buy enough scrap and everything. I told you, dude, shit gets expensive.
Yeah, for real. All right, but
honestly,
I should be okay.
a large, a quarter of the price comes from the scrap, because yours requires 57 scrap.
Yeah.
Biota's requires 75.
I say we just real quickly go back to the people, be like, hey, you probably have a lot of stuff that's been destroyed thanks to,
Yeah, I mean, we can go see that real fast.
thanks to the outbreak. Hey, Christian, just
Yeah.
can we just real quick go back to the whoever's in charge, just be like, hey, so there's probably a lot of stuff destroyed thanks to that little uprising. We can take care of that for you.
You can take care of
The
He
scrap.
wants to generate scrap.
I want to generate scrap.
what specifically you talking about destroyed? What?
Like various parts of the city, weapons, equipment, some vehicles probably.
Roll me an engineering check, Bioto.
I have no engineering. Yes. So that's gonna be a 3.
A 3. Yeah. Yeah, you know, yeah. Anything metal, this guy, he's got. I just give him anything metal, and we're good.
Nice.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. Where's the other?
Can you
Here.
see that blue one? Okay, that works.
Actually, where's the other
Okay.
one? Oh, there it is. 16.
16, not bad.
Wait, low's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, yeah.
For a D100, generally, low is better. Yeah, Bioto, you kind of walk into the Radiant Cathedral, and there's a couple people still talking, and you bring this up, and it's like, hey, anything destroyed, we'll do. We got it. We'll clean it up. In the attempt to
Giving, bricks
gain-
and shit.
Yeah, Bioto, you. How long do you want to spend on this?
As long as necessary to equal up to 85 scrap.
85 scrap?
Yes.
Bioto,
You're gonna have to destroy more city for that, bro.
You.
Why don't you just go ask if you can have the prisoners' armor or
You
something?
already got all.
Yeah, we already got their armor.
Oh,
don't
we
know
did?
how
I
much-
thought we just got their weapons.
No, weapons.
Oh, okay.
24
We don't know-
bulk of weapons and armor.
Oh yeah, 24 bulk. Yeah.
Bioto, they're like, yeah, you can have whatever you want out of the rubble, and Bioto's like, yes. They're like, you know what? We'll give you the carts to carry it all in.
Yes.
And Bioto, you begin the process of picking up 85 bulk worth of.
Just as I fill up carts, just tie them to the back of the tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tie in the back of the tank. The autopilot just, Master Bioto, this is a worthwhile expedition. as you and the tank are begin going around the city, just picking up bulk of scrap and everything.
Shit.
Just 85 bulk worth. That's each one bulk is 10 pounds, so 850 bulk of just.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm pretty strong, so.
Yeah, so you can carry some of it.
1990.
You can carry some of it, the tank, but it's all in carts, and you're just, anything, you're just throwing everything into these carts.
Yes.
What everything else, everyone else likes to do.
Anyone want to help me?
Gaming center.
Do you want me to start making your stuff?
Yes. I guess I'll tell you that before
Alright.
I leave to the gaming center.
So I will go, and I guess Purchase scrap.
How much scrap do you want to purchase?
57 bulk worth.
And we said, okay, so 57 divided by 2
Yeah.
is 30, no, 20...
27 and a half, I believe.
27 and a half? 57?
Or 20, no,
20,
sorry. It's 28 and a half.
28 and a half?
Yeah.
So, 28 and a half. So, 2,850, right? Because, no.
28,500.
Hold on, wait. Because it's, we said 500 per, how
Per
much?
bulk.
Okay. Yeah. How
So
much?
if you
how
divide
much bulk?
57 by 2 and times it by 1,000,
That's what I tried to do in my head.
it should be 28,500.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, so mark that off. So you
Done.
purchase 87,
He already marked it off.
whatever, bulk.
I bundled it into his total.
Yeah, and you see you're just kind of like walking, yeah, we have that and destroyed shit.
Yeah.
As he just starts handing you
I'm
like,
just
shit parts.
Just take it over there to this place, and I tell him where the ship is, and just have him ship it all to me.
And he's just, I'll give you a cart. I can't really. We're kind of in the middle of cleaning everything up. I don't have to.
As Bioto and the tank go by and just like,
man. You're going through like the entire.
yes, as I have to.
Yeah. As you do. He says, yeah, we have a couple destroyed ships. 57 bulk worth of scrap. Here you go. Yeah.
Cool.
Ding. Sick. As he just starts like putting bulk onto like a cart. And says, yeah, all yours, kid.
Fantastic.
I do need the cart back though.
Oh, damn. Okay. Just gonna start ripping it apart. And how did we decide how much bulk of material to use, like plantain or whatever it was, to use? I forgot. Let me see if it's in here.
I'll say. Oh, it'll be under the like upgrading.
Upgrading?
Yeah. It's probably like one bulk per 3
Per
levels.
5 levels.
Per 5 levels?
Okay.
There we go.
So then it'll take 3 bulk of the plantain. Has the plantain grown at all?
Roll me a life science check.
And I'd also like to try to apply what I learned from
It wouldn't
seeing
be.
Tree Risa.
It wouldn't be from. This would not.
Yeah. Ooh, that's only going to be a 39.
39. You get 3 additional bulk plantain hard.
Nice.
How much are you currently at?
13, I believe.
13. Okay.
Let me double check that for you, though. So that's probably... Yeah, 13.
13 total, right?
Mhm.
Including those 3.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Currently.
you're like, all right, cool. And you kind of like, all right, let's
Fix
start
it up.
putting shit in. So you start like integrating different like materials, like it almost needs like some like iron rich
Yeah.
soil essentially.
Makes
and you're
sense.
like, yeah, you start
Metal.
you start messing with the like composite of the soil itself.
Nice. Okay. And then I'm going to start crafting their armor.
Okay. You can go
So I'll
ahead and
start with
make me those rolls.
Jeff, since I already have all of his scrap. And then however long it takes for Bioto to gather his stuff.
To go through the entire city and just like start
Nice.
pulling metal out, it'll probably take you a good, I would say, no, the city's pretty fucked up. Good 12-ish hours to bring back 85 bulk.
And this is actual 85 bulk, not just I've collected.
It is 85 bulk. Period.
Okay.
You don't know how much is actual usable, but you get 85 bulk worth of stuff. This is essentially what you get.
Yikes.
Essentially what you get.
It'll be slightly cheaper.
Okay. Akron and Noki. Akron, you said just gaming center.
Yeah, gaming center. I need to get my mind off of just killing another person.
Okay, and Noki.
I don't know what I want to do.
You can help me collect
I
bulk.
think we deserve
Not-
a little bit of a break, so I'm going to spend 10 credits there at the gaming center.
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
wait, 14 just so it's even.
What kind of things are there to do right now at the
Right
Burning
now,
Archipelago?
there is
You wanna
one bar
add some
open.
D20s?
It is
Yeah,
the
for what?
Flaming Sun.
For me making your armor?
Yeah. how
Only
many?
bar currently like
4.
open. Floating Gardens, they'll charge you 10 credits per.
Again.
Yeah.
Do you think 6 is too many in there at once?
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
at the
that's
amusement
why I
park,
like
if
roll
you
3 at
leave and
once.
try to re-enter, they will charge you again.
Because every time I do, it always.
Um,
Oh, you know
There's-
where I want to go?
Where?
I want to go to the where the rats work.
The Corona
I don't like
Artifact
doing
Garden?
3.
Yes.
I'm only going to do 2 at
Okay.
once.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put them
Okay.
that way it's quieter.
Where is the? I have it over here somewhere. There it is.
It's so quiet.
It was much,
I believe it's in the brass
quieter.
business.
Did you put a silencer on the roll?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So you, Noki, you begin traveling towards the brass brazier.
Cool.
Yeah, and you.
Can I get
as
snacks on the way?
You can get definitely
They
disaster.
got churros.
Yeah. They have a lot of stuff made out of cinnamon for some reason. So they actually do have a bunch of churros.
Can I get like a shot of Fireball?
They only have Fireball.
Alright.
That is the only alcohol they serve here.
I'm gonna take a shot of Fireball first, and then I'm gonna get a churro. No, I'm gonna get 3.
No way, dude. Get a whole thing of Fireball and use the churro as a straw.
I was like, maybe I should dip the churro into the Fireball, but I don't know how that would work. You know what? Let's do that.
Let's go try that.
Let's try that.
So yeah, you get just like a bottle of
And then I want like a
Fireball and
bundle
then
of
a
churros.
bundle of churros.
And I'm just like snacking and
I'm sorry,
sipping
is
on
the
my
Burning
drink.
Archipelago Mexico now?
No, it just
Hold on, don't put
So you
exclusively
just like
has Fireballs.
cinnamon.
It's gonna be 90 credits total
90. Oh man, I forgot things cost
for your
money.
bottle of
Whatever.
for a bottle of Fireball and a bundle of churros. Yeah, 90 credits.
That's expensive.
You also just got a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, how
It's
much
still
money
expensive.
do
I only spend like a few credits on just groceries every week-ish.
Yeah,
a
but
bottle of
it's different.
alcohol.
740,000 divided by how many there are you?
Or
4, 5.
It's like
5.
140 something.
yeah, we said 148,000.
148,000 credits.
Ha! I did it twice.
Out of that, you lose 90 credits for your churros and.
What's really bad is it doesn't actually matter for this one.
The main price spike is like
The
you're
bottle
walking
of
up. No,
Fireball.
you're walking up to a guy. He's like, hey, like, you got some churros? And he's like, I guess I can make you a bunch of churros real quick. He's like, yeah, let me just. My building isn't really but you know, I got
That's
you.
kind of messed up.
He seems more than willing to make you some
You're
churros.
asking for churros after a whole
I didn't
revolution.
think that.
Viva la...
Guarantee you, it does not.
It'll
taste
taste
good.
like cinnamon and that's it.
Guarantee you, it does not taste good.
Yeah, how would you know?
But
Because I can imagine what things taste like.
I don't know, because last time I had Fireball, it was delicious.
I've had Fireball and I've had churros before.
Both
I'm pretty sure
delicious.
both of those would just make it like
You ever
a
had
really
wet
sweet.
churros.
You don't soak them.
You're sucking it up like a straw.
Yeah, okay. But she's saying dip them, so like that should be fine.
These churros they're wet and have way too much cinnamon.
Is there such thing as like too much?
I
Yes.
think so. If
Well,
it's
I
way
haven't
too
had
much.
that yet.
if there's too much cinnamon sugar, then there's no such thing as too much.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It's cinnamon sugar.
It is too much.
I don't think Fireball is cinnamon sugar. I think it's cinnamon.
It's cinnamon, but still.
So way too much cinnamon. Churros, perfect by themselves. As you dip them into the Fireball, you're like, there's a lot of cinnamon on this churro. Alrighty then. Eventually, you make it to the Brass Bazaar.
Cool.
Yeah, and you do see you kind of like walking through, but you have a charred business card from Cato. It has their establishment's location and everything.
All right, I shall go there.
Okay. As you enter, you see 5 Yoskis. 2 of them are almost bald, essentially. The other 3 are just kind of talking amongst themselves, and they're all like yelling, like, ah, and they seem to be like enjoying their time right now.
All right.
as you
I'm gonna
enter
hold
the-
up my bottle of Fireball and I'll be like, "Hey, I want some Fireball."
As the two bald Yoskis look at you, who you recognize as Kato and Spark, and they're
They
like,
were bald.
they got burnt to a crisp.
Oh,
Oh.
They're crisp rats.
Yeah, they're crisp rats. Yeah, they got burnt to a crisp and probably shaved off the not charred fur.
when did that happen?
When y'all fought the dragons,
Oh, that's right. That's
they
right.
Yeah, 'cause
almost,
they
they both
pretty much died.
almost died.
That is
If it wasn't
right.
for Zaz. But yeah, you see these like charred rats and just
Can I see the
Noki.
core?
What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, we got rid of the police state, so I figured I'd
Just
come
doing our
visit you
thing.
guys, make sure y'all made it out okay.
You see one of these 5 Yoskis. He is riding like one of those Walmart like electric scooters. And this Yoski is probably pushing like 200 pounds. As he pulls up, he is wearing a fedora, and his fur around his neck has like grown past like all of the other fur. Like his neck fur is just like a mess, but everything else is like fairly kept.
Is that are you saying?
And he's just, milady,
Oh God.
Which one is he? Hold up. This is. They call me Sweats.
Well, you look like you sweats.
That's why that's my name. And you see Kato and Sparks just like, ignore Sweats. What are you doing here?
I just told you.
You just said you cleared out the police state.
Yeah, and then I said I just came over here to make sure that y'all got out okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got out fine. A little crispier than we'd like, but all in all, pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and you see Sweats just like talking to one of the other Yoskis. The Yoski he's talking to has like his eyes cybernetically like augmented to almost like permanent binoculars, essentially.
Okay. Cool.
And he's like, "What? I mean, yeah, we got out fine. I guess you guys made it out fine and cleared up everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, some Solarians, they like let my people go.
Oh, so y'all were trapped too?
Yeah, they were. Sweats, Artie and Scopes. Yeah, they were imprisoned by the Asana Guard.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well, I'm glad
we're
y'all
all
made
good
it
now.
out okay. I know
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't.
Glad you dropped by.
So I also wanted to ask you guys about the work that y'all are doing in the sun. Have y'all found anything weird up there?
And you see they're all like kind of like looking, and they all like huddle real quick, and they all like break apart. He's like, yeah, we've actually found a lot of stuff weird about the sun. I mean, how much time do you have?
Probably about 12 hours. Right? Because that's how long it's going to take him to get the scrap.
Potentially, yeah. He's just 12 hours. Psh,
A lot
That's a
more than
very-
12.
that's a very specific amount of
Fly this
time.
damn plane.
That's a very specific amount of time. But yeah, I mean, we can show you some of the stuff we've been working on.
Hell yeah.
You see Sparks, like balling up his hands together as he like throws them out, and this giant like projector screen, like almost a computer screen, pulls up, and just like you just see waves of information floating down.
Whoa.
He's like, yeah, that's some of Sparks' useful moves. We didn't see a whole lot of those while
That's
we were
harsh.
fighting. And he's like, shut up. Yeah. So basically, we have been monitoring a lot of the sun's activity pretty recently, thanks to Scopes. As he points to the guy with the binoculars, he's like, yeah, thanks to Scopes. And he's like, hey. Yeah, Scopes. He's our computer. He's one of the computer guys and the radar technician essentially. He monitors a lot of the stuff that the sun like ejects out just kind of sporadically, and then actually Artie over there and you see he has like this like weird like
Did you
flight
find any
suit
new,
jacket
upgrades
almost.
you
He's
wanted or
like,
anything?
what's up? And
So
he's like,
far, all I
yeah.
have is just the electrostatic. And
I find the drones. I kind of
for you.
like try to pick up the ejector that doesn't hit before it hits everything, but no big.
More rule books here.
Yeah.
And did you want me to
So
make
he
your shield?
he goes and like monitors the stuff that's coming out of the sun.
And
You know, RD will go and pick up the stuff that's coming out of the sun.
Yeah, it's in there.
We get a lot of like random junk, but a lot of it is almost looks like sarin ray symbols. A lot of it are just being ejected out of the sun before it makes contact to the Burning Archipelago. Just looks like it's a lot of sarin ray symbols. We get our occasional just like space rock and everything. We get just a couple random black orbs, just like solid black orbs shot from the sun. And then
No, the black
Scopes,
Scopes thing is kind of strange.
he just does some like we try. You can't look directly into the sun, obviously, but Scopes, he does his best to kind of filter through a lot of that. We're confident there is another city within the sun.
There's people that dive into the sun, isn't there? Or like travel into it or something?
Not the Efreet don't travel into the sun. They travel into the element of fire.
Yeah, just make
Which is different. That is planar boundary is weaker in the Burning. No one can travel directly into the sun yet.
So you want one of those?
Yeah.
We're currently
Put me down for
and you see Kato like
What else?
reach into one of his pockets and he pulls out like a small keychain. And there's like it looks like some kind of like spaceship is at the end of this keychain. Like we're currently working on a way to enter into the sun, but we haven't worked out all the kinks yet.
How effective is it? Or do you know about how effective it would be?
to see.
Theoretically,
So
1 second.
not. We can't get into the sun yet. We can get close,
Jump on a grenade.
but we
How
can't
close?
get
An explosive defense unit.
100 feet.
Have you been that close yet?
No, it's like. How much do you know about rare materials?
Not a lot.
Okay,
I am an investigator, unfortunately.
Okay, so we have purchased through various means this rare material called a sakite, sakite, whatever. Basically, it's able to withstand temperatures of both extreme heat or extreme cold. The problem is, the hotter you make it, the more likely it's to switch to. You have two sakites. You have hot sakite and cold sakite. Cold sakite can resist temperatures up to 5,000 degrees, and hot sakite can resist temperatures up to negative 600 degrees. Once you start reaching those temperatures, it begins to switch over to the other one.
Oh shit! Actually,
Okay.
The problem with making a ship out of it
Damn it.
is once it gets to if you have the cold version, which we do, once it gets to the hot version, it permanently switches to the hot version and melts anyone inside.
Sounds pleasant.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm saying this
Sounds
as,
pleasant,
as,
though.
as a player,
So
not
And-
as a
I
character.
thought there
But
were.
once it heats up to these temperatures, it is extremely difficult to return it back to its original state.
Right. Okay.
So you have to have temperatures. You have to basically keep it within temperatures of negative, 600 plus, for an extended period of time for it to return back to cold sakite. We have a very finite amount of it, so right now we don't have a way to get into the sun without it transferring to hot sakite and killing anyone inside.
Okay. How close have y'all scouted around the sun?
Not much further outside of the Burning Archipelago, to be honest. We try to pick things up before they enter
So y'all
into.
haven't gotten like near it at all.
Not close enough, but Scopes, he can kind of filter out some of the stuff between here and there and kind of get a general look at. We're fairly certain there is another city within the sun.
Besides seeing symbols. Have y'all heard anything coming from the sun?
Yeah, well,
It's expensive as shit.
yeah, Scopes, he picks up, like, random transmission. It's just garbled messages, but I mean, we are getting,
So,
pretty
you would
strong
have to pay
signals from the sun.
26,000 and then provide 26 bulk for it.
Garbled messages.
They don't really sound like anything. Just
provide the bulk.
just-
Can I
How much am
listen
at
to
right
any of them?
Yeah,
If you
I
get 85
suppose,
bulk.
yeah.
now? Well, if I
You
can
see,
just provide
you
all
see, like
bulk,
the
it's same
flood
as
of like
don't play.
messages like stop, and then like kind of go back, and then pick out like one file
And
specifically,
you want to add that to it? How much bulk
and
do you need?
he begins to play the
You don't
audio
have to add
file,
that to
and
the
it
bulk.
is
Yeah. Are you asking total bulk?
it's nothing
No,
like
I'm
it's not like a
asking total
word
price
or anything.
without
It is
the
just
bulk
like
price.
Okay.
a consistent like yell essentially.
Oh,
110,000
I
without the
see.
price of bulk.
Interesting. How
Yeah,
long
you
has this
still
been
have
going
how
on?
many-
It's been going on. I mean, as long as we've
How much
only
is
been
the ship?
around for, I'd say,
Oh wait,
what, 8,
I think
9
the-
years. We've been trying to figure out the cause
I
of the
think
aggression between the
Halo-
Lashuntians and everything. But
Suit
And
gives
are
you
y'all the
4,
only
I think the
ones that
shield gives
are
you 2.
aware of
So I think
this,
it's
or are there more?
I mean, there's a
members
lot
the
of people
team?
like who are postulating about it, but no one's kind of done. No one's attempted to enter the sun. There's a couple other people who are trying to beat us to it. The Deep Cultures Institute, but they're just a bunch of
which one was
weirdos.
it?
Level 13.
They're trying to get into it, but I mean,
So it's
they're
25,000.
nowhere near us.
Yeah, grades 2.
Okay, I see. All right.
I'm
Well,
not getting my
thank you
teleportation
for
yet. I'm gonna wait.
indulging
I'm not
in
gonna get a
my.
teleportation mini yet.
Thanks for all the memories. Even though they weren't so good.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, because it's.
All right,
You want
I'm
it?
gonna leave the bottle.
What?
Really funny.
Okay.
I want to look
Does-
up how.
You know any other way,
temporary whatchamacallits work? Temporary
to
habits
make things cooler?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
To make things cooler.
Ice, baby.
Yeah, if you have any other ideas, we're here.
Yeah,
what
sounds
he yells.
good. I'll let my team know. I'm gonna leave the bottle of Fireball with them, and a couple
And you
of
see,
churros.
roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 7 plus
Is
a 15.
under just armor?
So 22.
It's after armor.
15. Yeah.
With the 22, you just hear like some murmurs amongst themselves. You don't hear anything specifically.
Wait, what?
You just hear like the
He's meowing.
the Yoskis like murmuring, like talking to amongst themselves. You don't hear anything like specific that they say. You turn around, the door closes.
Oh,
Like the door is closing as you are exiting.
okay. I guess now I don't. I hate not knowing things. All right.
Nuki, smash!
Maybe you should roll higher, Noki.
Well, maybe you should suck it through.
Fucking.
Oh, it's not Valentine's Day, so we can't.
Oof.
So what's your? No, I'm just kidding. What?
Oof.
What do you do now, Noki? You just go back to the
I'm
ship?
gonna go back. Yeah.
What's up,
Noki?
Noki? Oh, Noki dies?
Noki has
This is
a
damage
stroke.
reduction
She
5, right?
trips and
A
falls
damage reduction
into
that
Ah.
doesn't necessarily stack.
Akron,
Well, I know,
did you
but
want to do
have
anything?
damage reduction?
No, I just wanted to spend some time at
You would
the
have
gaming center
DR3
just to get
and FR5.
just to take a bit of a break.
What's
I'm gonna
FR?
use that as like
Fire
my
resistance.
rest, I guess.
Yeah. No. This is all downtime
Because I'm
right now.
using.
Yeah.
I'm using the
So I'm gonna spend.
to make it. I'm using the.
Yeah, let's
Several
say
hours.
let's say
playing time.
14 credits there at the gaming
Yeah.
center.
10,
Yeah, no.
so
14 credits. You take a 14 credits. Roll me a D100.
Let's get a filtered rebreather.
Here's my new ones.
What is that?
100, you said?
Filtered
Yeah, roll me a
rebreather.
D100.
Filter rebreather.
That is
It's level
a
6.
79.
79. With the 79, you get a fair amount of tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second.
What's the price?
4,600.
4,600.
Yes. That's
You said
before
79?
your half.
Yeah, 79.
Yeah.
You get about 400 tickets to redeem.
Uh-huh.
You can basically redeem 100
Oh, boy.
tickets per
Bulk doesn't
level.
matter.
Oh, does it?
So you can get a level 4 item
Sadly, no.
or 4 level 100 level 1
Is that
items.
just for armor?
You get a level 4 item with these tickets, or
Is it
you
just
save
for
them
armor?
up. Up to you.
The bulk matters.
Up to you.
I guess
Bulk matters when I scrap
I'll
armor
save
and
them up.
other items.
Yeah, and what does Akron play at the
One
arcade?
bulk is equal to like
at the arcade.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
It's essentially
See,
an arcade.
what I
So
really
that's how I
liked,
knocked
I
the
really
price
liked
in
playing
half
skee
for
ball.
I knew you were gonna say skee ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Uh,
love skee ball,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say
So
skee ball.
essentially,
Yeah, so
if
you're
you
like
buy this
rolling, and you know,
then
like
you
when
get
you're having
like
like an
three-quarters
off
of
thing,
the
you're like,
price.
you know what, fucking
Instead
gravity
of-
hold. Max points, max points. You know, but you're trying not to just cheat the system.
Right.
Alright, so
I
currently at the
every
big
time that
circuit,
somebody
electric
wants to
static,
buy, I do it
really
regularly,
regular.
but I'm really bad at
Yeah,
doing
Yeah,
it
you're
regularly.
doing it regularly,
Totally.
but then like
Hey,
someone
so
passes, like
electrostatic,
no one's buying, you're like,
ability enhancer,
roll, gravity hold.
adaptive energy shield, and
Yes.
filter.
Yeah, you get about
so
like
it's 5.
you get 400
So I have
tickets.
one
You can
Okay.
write 400 arcade tickets
Yeah.
if you want.
I
You
think
get a
I'll
level
put
4
that in my,
item. If it's a level 4 item that sticks out to you, you
I
can
just
get it.
don't know how the temporary hit points work. I don't know what happens before stamina.
Okay. Timothy and Bioto, you guys are just working on stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you got time real quick. How does fast heal, or how does temporary hit points work? Do those go away before stamina? Or is it like... Okay, so it is...
for stamina.
I would say probably get a force field then.
Yeah, it's just like indie.
And Bioto might need to get more scrap than 85.
Well, he's current. We'll
Because he's adding stuff to the list.
so Bioto,
Yes.
you return 12
Yes.
hours later after your adventure.
Oh boy.
You bring back 85. You know, we'll say you bring back 100 bulk of shit. 100 bulk.
Shit!
You bring back 100 bulk. Timothy, scouring through it, 75 bulk is actually usable.
That's not bad.
No?
You have 7. That's because you rolled so low on your D100.
So,
75 bulk. Oh no, sorry, 27 bulk.
27? You said
27.
75. Is it 75 or 27?
That's a big
Sorry,
difference.
it is a big difference. I misled you. It's
Okay, that is
It is
significantly different.
27 bulk. My apologies, Bioto.
I feel hurt.
So I've subtracted the 27 from your currently 87 bulk need, and you need 60 more bulk.
Okay, and then also, force field gray 40,000.
Force field gray.
Yes. And just how much more bulk do I need?
What level is force field gray?
Level 12.
And it was what? 47,000?
40,000.
40000.
Yeah, because you can only make up to level 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bioto, you can just audition and just buy bulk.
Yeah, we don't.
He's
have
trying
that
to
much
avoid that.
money. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the price.
So after the force field stuff, you go up to needing 80 bulk. And let me get this out because I don't really feel like fucking crunching numbers in my head. 25 plus 26 plus 18 plus 9 plus 3 plus 1 plus 20 times.
Currently seeing how much Bioto is in debt
Yeah,
for
pretty
his
much.
perfect build.
So
Yes, for the perfect.
just the price of me crafting it
Yes.
is 107,000.
Okay.
You still need 80 bulk, so
80
you would
more
need
bulk?
40,000 from your bulk. So your grand total is 147,000.
That leaves me 1,000 off of what we got.
Yeah.
Am I able to go search for any more bulk with his guidance of what is actually usable and what is just shit?
Now,
Make an engineering check, Bioto.
does he understand my guidance?
15.
In total.
Huh?
You have a better idea what you're looking for.
So currently there's 56 bulk on the ship that I can possibly lend some of it. So we can maybe use 40 of that, so you would only need to get 40 scrap.
I would only need 40 scrap.
Yeah, I can take off 40 scrap from the total ship.
Okay.
Allow for you
How
to
long
use
would it take me to get 40 scrap? With a better idea.
With
Jesus
a better idea.
Christ. At that point, you might as well just spend the whole last time on crafting just getting scrap.
Okay. Can I spend the whole time just getting scrap while he's crafting?
It would take you 4 days.
Well, how long
Even
do we
with a
have here?
better idea. Because there's only so much scrap.
Yeah.
You know, so it would take you about 4
Well,
days. to
give you
get
perspective, Reed.
40
Yes.
bulk worth of
How long does it
usable
take you to
scrap.
craft all this stuff?
Jeffrey's stuff alone will take me 41 hours.
So that's like
My stuff will take 26 hours.
that's like
So
3
that's
days.
47 hours.
47 hours?
Sorry, 67 hours.
67 hours.
Your
That's like
stuff
3 days.
will probably take times
Yeah,
2
I'll do
of
it.
that.
I'll do that.
So we're looking at about 140 hours of work
I got time.
to make your stuff, Jeffrey's stuff, and my stuff. And if we assume I do 12 hours, 16 hours of work a day, something outrageous like that, yeah, it's going to be over a week. Might
got
even be
time.
2. So he has time. So
Okay. You begin the process. The 4-day venture. You know,
Me and
generally.
Otto. Yes.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the tank as well. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you named it, Otto?
Yes.
Yes.
It-
You and the tank just. Yes, Master Biodo. I believe there is some bulk we haven't collected over here. And you see
God.
the ship just. Boom!
Oh my god.
Blows up one ship and just. That one's on me, Master Biodo.
Oh god.
You
yes.
can't. I will not allow you to do that anymore.
How could we miss that one ship that was destroyed?
You missed that one ship worth of bulk. Yeah, and you get. Yeah, you just get that one, but that one you get a lot of the bulk, but after that you're just scrounging for bulk, so it takes you 4 solid days of almost like 16 hours a day.
So it takes me basically 10 bulk a day, right?
More or less, yes.
More or less. Can I spend the rest of the days that he's building
Crafting?
stuff just to get him more bulk?
After the 4 days, I will say that there is. Roll me D100.
Okay.
You want this?
I'm good at this. Yes, I would like
Roll me
that.
1 D100. The lower the better.
55.
55. You spend the next. So, we said what? A week total?
Yeah,
For
about
everything?
gonna
About
probably take me 2.
2
about
weeks.
2 weeks?
I'm making him a lot of shit.
So about
His
2
stuff
weeks.
alone is going to take a week. Because,
Okay.
well,
So,
how many hours a day would you consider someone working?
uh,
12,
are
16?
you using your, like, those resolve
would-
points?
Yeah, so that's what once every 4 hours, right?
Yeah. So, I'll say.
So I could do it for 16 and then sleep.
Yeah. So, about to say, yeah. So, you
Or
work
I
for
guess I
16
could go
hours,
through without sleeping.
but then you lose. You don't regain those resolve points.
Yeah, but I have 12 of them, so I mean I can go on for a while, right?
Okay. So, 12 resolve points. You spend one. You spend 1 or 2 per.
One.
You spend 1
per
per
All over again.
Yeah.
per level. So.
So it's every 4 hours, right?
Mhm.
So
So every
12 times 4 is how many hours?
12
48?
4 48. So every
So
2
I could-
days.
Yeah, so I could
Mm.
go 2 days straight, then sleep, then 2 days straight. So, right?
Okay. So I'll say. We will say total time. So we don't have to crunch all the month. Total time 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Biodo, you spend 4 days out of those 2 weeks just finding all the scrap that you need.
Well, so he needs 80.
Oh, he needs 80 total.
Yes, I have a surplus of 56. So if he only gets 40, then I can supply the other 40,
How much?
or he can.
How
buy
much do you
it.
want to supply?
I'd prefer to supply as little as possible, so that when we're in a place where we can't get scrap,
Easily.
we can still do stuff. You know.
I just want
No.
to like
So ideally,
get as much scrap for us as
Ideally,
possible.
You
for later.
get 40 scrap. You bring back the 40 scrap, the
Yes.
base 40 scrap that you need.
Yes.
Within the next, so that was 4 days,
Yes.
10 days, you basically find 10 bulk worth of scrap.
That's fine.
Yeah, like, and you are scouring through it, you're begging Otto to, like, come on, just one more ship. And Otto's like, I shouldn't have done that one ship. I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, Biodo. Scouring through, you find every usable scrap that you possibly can. You find 10 more bulk worth of scrap.
all right. So do you want me to spot you the 30, or do you want to buy the 30 remaining scrap?
If you could spot me the 30, I will be in debt to you for the 30,
All right.
and I will get you another 30 somehow, no matter how many people I have to kill.
All right. Well, you still owe me 107,000.
Yeah. So that's means I get 41,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure that math's out right, but you know what? It's been a lot of numbers so far. So I'm not.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of numbers.
There have been a lot of numbers. Let me
So
divided by how many? There's 6 of you.
5.
5 of you. And then how much? How much? Did we say Biota was?
Oh, his was 107,000. That's what it costs to make all this bullshit.
107,000. Yeah, 4,100.
Okay.
And all you've been nice to make my credit tool a little nicer and give you a little 2 credit tip.
Thanks.
Now we
Yes.
know how Biota tips.
Like shit.
Biota tips like, $100,000, $2 tip.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
all you get.
It's all you get, slave.
Okay.
Get back to work.
So Biota and Timothy, you guys spend basically 2 weeks crafting everything. Noki and Akron, you heard Mickey say that in 2 days, or you heard Hidu say in 2 days is the Solarian funeral.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare for that. I'm not sure how. Well, me as a player, I don't know how.
Basically just you show up.
Yeah, but I guess since
don't puke on the guests.
Yeah, just show up. Preferably not drunk, but you know. you can
no,
help it.
I'm gonna help around the Burning Archipelago. The infrastructure might still be like destroyed-ish because of
Yeah.
civil war.
Yeah, no, and especially just a random tank driving through everything.
That's it.
Sometimes blowing shit up.
Definitely
you know.
that part.
Yeah.
I
There's
can
just
use gravity hold.
there's one just person
Necessary.
crying. Just my ship was here, it was fine for the entire raid, and then disappeared.
I
don't know what happened to it.
I understand.
I think there was a Sonic going to put a bomb on it or something.
We'll bring justice to the culprit, and I'm pretty sure it's the Asana Guard.
And you're just hearing the far, my cabbages.
And then I go towards that one, that yell as well.
So you spend a good, you give yourself, a couple hours of you time, and then the next day you start assisting the what is it called? The Burning Archipelago. Okay, just for a minute, just for a little bit. You begin assisting the Burning Archipelago. Noki, what do you do?
Is the day of the thing?
The day before. It's the day before.
The day before? Yeah, I guess I'll help too, because I'm also like, we caused this mess. Feel bad.
Taking
A
responsibility.
little bit bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you and Noki spend basically a full day just helping out where you guys can. Just all hands on deck. Every hand helps.
Oh yeah. So since I'm assuming we're gonna go together,
Yeah.
I'll tell them about the rats, about what they told me about the sun.
Oh, the what are they called?
The
Divers, right?
Oh, the Corona artifact divers.
Yeah. So you said that there might be another city within the sun?
Yeah. They started murmuring when I left. I don't know what that's about, but whatever.
Within the sun. Is there any way to get into the sun?
They said no.
Because the
They-
Burning Archipelago is still outside of the sun.
Yeah,
not
so
on
they
it.
said that they have like this super special material, but if it gets super hot, then everything inside of it also burns.
Makes sense, yeah.
So they can get like 100 feet close. I'm assuming we can try to do that and see if we can see anything
We
like
know how
weird.
deep-
I don't.
How much deeper we have to go?
I have no idea. But they also said that they played me a snippet of like the recordings that they get from there. It just sounds like a yell, so I think it's Saren Ray yelling.
You don't got much more money, Reed.
No, I was just saying.
Oh, I wish you didn't say
That's
that it
actually
involves Serenary, because now I think we do have to get involved. I was about to leave it alone and go make us go head to Triaxis, but I guess that might be more of a pressing issue. By the way, do I still hear the
Roll me a will save.
After I'm done.
It's my cup. You just
Jesus.
rolled 2 9s.
Yeah, I keep looking at what you keep rolling, and I only saw like one good roll.
I've crit 3
I
times
crit
so
failed.
far.
You crit failed. you have like a massive headache.
And
It's like
and
beyond
it doesn't matter
migraine.
because I had 33 to it.
It's just saying.
So like this one,
I saw 3.
This
I
was
saw 3 and the 2 9.
this is a level 12 item, and I fast crafted it down to 1 hour per, and so the DC is 37, and that 9 plus 33 beats it.
Just barely. You don't get any bonuses though, but just barely.
Well, it's an armor
It's
upgrade,
average,
so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
armor,
For the one that's not an armor upgrade, that one I actually went through the whole time frame and rolled it all out. That way I could make sure to get the bonuses. That way the DC was
Not
lower.
But Akron, you have like a massive migraine, and Zaz is like, hey, you good there, buddy? You
No, right now my head is just hearing a lot of screaming, and I believe you said that the recordings of the city that's within the sun has a lot of screaming,
yells.
and you assume that it might be Sarah Ray?
Well, yeah,
Sure.
I'm
It does it
assuming
for me.
it's that because we're assuming that she's trapped in the sun too. But
If
it
I'm
just
still
sounded like a
hearing these
yell.
screams, then it wasn't just Hisori and Vari behind all of it. We might need to go in deeper in order to get rid of this, because I'm not going to be the I'm not the only person that could be afflicted by this.
Mm-hmm.
you see Zaz like puts his hand on
Does
your
he
shoulder.
cough?
Yeah, he coughs a little bit. Puts that on your shoulder and says, yeah, you might not be the only one affected by it, but you're certainly the only one who is cured of it. As he casts lesser restoration, whatever, gets rid of your head.
Yeah, the one that gets rid of afflictions.
Whatever one, remove affliction, whatever.
All right, yeah.
Whatever
yeah.
one I use, I say removes it, and you're, for the time being, you're fine.
Thank you, Zaz.
I got you, buddy. I'm gonna go hang out with Raz right now. We're gonna work on a signature combo. We call it the Razzle Dazzle. It's gonna be
The Razzle Dazzle.
fantastic. Yeah, and you see Raz, he's like, yeah, I'm not big on funerals, to be honest.
That's
I
okay.
don't know why I sound like this.
You guys aren't Solarians. You don't have to join.
Yeah, he's like, give my regards to everyone. This is Zaz, by the way,
Of
not Raz.
course, even though you guys both have the same voice for some reason right now.
I'm just here. I don't know what's going on with that.
And I guess I'll redirect back to Noki. I think we should probably go tell the rest of them that Traxxas might have to wait. We might need to find a way to get into the sun or whatever to get to this hidden city.
Sounds good.
But I know that
Since the bonuses don't stack,
We should still be
Made your
present
armor
for
roll
the
good.
funeral, though.
and then your shield is just a
I
plus
know it
7.
would be.
That way it can be made faster. Because the pluses don't
What do
stack.
they serve at
Oh,
funerals?
they don't say?
Yeah, that's what he said earlier.
Just
So they don't. So you don't
Cocktail
get like a
weenies?
plus 8
Yeah.
instead.
I'm gonna make cocktail
So-
weenies.
I mean,
you're
shit
just gonna bring a
faster,
plate of
but
cocktail weenies.
A lot.
The armor
of
doesn't
cocktail
help us
weenies.
more.
Yeah, there's a lot of Solarians.
Get the
Alright,
whole ass package.
You guys, take the trolleys and you
What
enter
armor
the
would you
Shadeless
wear?
Precinct.
That's cover
Noki,
plate.
you are
I think that was
almost
a 2
like
bulk,
caught
Yeah,
off
there's
guard
a
in how
plate.
so I'm gonna scrap that shit.
you're in a city on the sun,
You gotta scrap
but even
everything,
the Shadeless Precinct, as it's
yeah.
named that for a reason because it is almost zero shade,
The last thing you
So
want
everywhere
is
else is
also 2 bulk,
almost
I
like
think.
polarized
Your armor, your
to
old
where it
armor,
like
2 bulk.
prevents some shading.
3,
But the Shadeless Precinct is there is no shade,
I'll give that to you.
and it is like intentional. So as you enter the Shadeless Precinct, you almost have to like
We went from 80
let
scrap
your
to
eyes
31
adjust
scrap.
because of how bright it is.
Damn.
But as y'all enter the Shadeless Precinct, you see
It's just
like the Solarian temple, and you just see like these
Well, when you
large like
consider the fact that everything's
obsidian
most
like
sometimes is not full
obelisk and
price.
stuff. Just this
so they're
large
making it at
Solarian
3/4 of the
temple,
price you would
and
find
just
for
like this large
more
train field.
savings.
And you see, you probably see a good
Anyways, you
Yeah.
have all this shit now.
80 Solarians, just like in a in like
do I
this standing formation, and then several probably like dozen Solarians behind you
Wanna
guys
write it down?
as y'all enter.
Oh, I won't
You
write
have
it.
literally from here
Yeah, we
to here now. Including your
I guess
new,
I'll also not be donned in my
mind reading.
armor.
or
I'll
mind
be in my
reading.
Solarian robes.
you in your Solarian robes.
Make-
Okay,
make one
Noki,
called
do you
equipment.
wear anything?
Oh, yeah.
Do you change your appearance or
I'll let you
anything
know.
special?
Oh, I can change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got him projected.
I'm gonna ask Akron. Should I change?
Yeah,
Color?
it's a
What
funeral.
should I
Color?
wear?
I guess something formal.
Formal.
Encounter.
Can I just wear my like professor suit?
Your
Suit?
your tweed piece, your three
my
piece,
tweed.
yeah, your tweed jacket and everything.
Three.
Yeah, and you change your outfit
Plus four.
into like your tweed jacket and everything.
good.
Do your 3 as
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because it's like Mark 3.
Yeah. As you guys approach, you do see like
Playing time.
Akron. You see several familiar faces.
Uh-huh.
You noticeably see several missing as well.
I need to ask about your
You do kind of just like walking through the crowds and
I might be
everything.
able to make that
You do
plan.
see Kelvic
Put a
and
night
Nikki
shield.
and them.
Okay.
Advanced.
They're all talking with Hadu right now.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just approach them as well.
You see Hadu. Hadu sound like, oh, welcome Akron and Noki. You as well. I've heard great things
Under-
about you from Mickey and them. Welcome.
armor upgrades?
We're glad that you can make it today.
Of course. Anything for
Hey, sir.
both Slugger and Vesk.
Yes, and there were several others, Solarians, but Slugger and Vesk and Kelvic told us that y'all encountered them briefly.
Electrostatic.
They fought really hard to be
I think it's called electrostatic.
be
Field.
out of
Mark three.
the church and help free the rest.
Yeah, they were brave indeed. They were the first ones to break through, but
Adaptive.
we're glad that y'all
Energy
can
shield.
join us for the funeral today.
Of course.
Yeah, funeral is such a drag word. The birth of the crystals today.
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
Yes, of course. Well, y'all can feel free to
Breather?
find a spot. The final Solarians are approaching soon, so we're gonna begin that shortly.
Okay, and then I guess we'll
Force
sit
field
wherever
grid.
next to Kelvic and
Yeah, so it's Kelvic, Vorkle,
Vorkle.
There we go.
Kelvic, Vorkle, Kelvic Jr., and then Mickey. They're all kind of standing.
Under
Yeah.
weapon fusions.
Well,
They're standing pretty close up.
we'll be next to them then, I
Yeah,
guess.
and you notice
Put your
that
leeching on.
you notice a couple things. So as you're like walking around, you notice
And put the
majority of the Solarians have their Solarian like ability active.
And,
Okay, then I'll keep
yeah.
mine out as well.
You notice that like Kelvic
Gravity.
Jr. has like a shield out because that was his. You notice Kelvic Jr. has a shield out.
And that's
You
a
notice
level 7.
Mickey's attire has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey has now like a
Then
black
your weapon.
dress, where opposed it was like this
Weapon?
bright red.
For, like, a weapon
Red. She
section.
also
So
has
just
a
put it in
black
here,
baseball
and then
cap.
you can-
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
you know, it's a little bit easier.
backwards.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
As
Put
a
whatever
part of
you
her
want.
like
That's
Solarian
fine.
armor, and you see Kelvic no longer brandishing his like claws. He does have like a solid black baseball bat
Okay.
that he has kind of like strapped behind him. As y'all are kind of like
Put,
y'all are kind of like
a note or
waiting,
something
and
say,
you
like,
know,
plus
I'm assuming
from
y'all-
fusions.
do y'all say anything to them while you're? Yeah, the ceremonies haven't started just quite yet.
I think that's everything.
I don't
Isn't it?
think so.
Okay, so now I have
They fought
plus
bravely and
5
they-
above these.
They lived a full life.
Instead of the
I
plus
wish they
2.
were.
Plus 2.
They lived a
Plus
fuller
30,
life,
plus
but
20.
Yeah, you see
such
Kelvic.
sacrifices.
You see Kelvic doing it's like, I know the sentiment. I know the feeling.
Now you're gonna hate shit.
Mickey and Kelvic, they're not saying anything. I don't need that right now. As you guys you notice a couple more of the Solarians. You see a couple of the Solarians finish approaching, and everyone kind of has their own place. You see Hadu start walking towards the center of all of the Solarians.
Oh, you're saying.
She stands in front of like this small little podium, in front of like a microphone and everything. As Hadu's like,
Honestly, I don't know.
a Solarian's job is to keep balance in the universe. One must learn to fight for themselves, as well as learn how to defend others. We are cosmic warriors, guarded to ensure the protection and the continuation of the stars and planets and the universe itself. We do no good nor bad, but we must do what needs to be done to maintain a cosmic balance. In our training, we are taught that a single life means nothing to the universe. We are taught to put our own lives on the line if necessary to protect it. And she begins to pause for a moment, and she says, the only problem that I've ever seen in our philosophy is that the universe doesn't know the names who sacrifice themselves for it. But I do. I've known the importance of every single life that walks into these doors and the meaning of their sacrifice. We stand here and honor their life and respect their death in our own way. I don't think the universe would mind. Before the birth of the crystals begins, Kelvik asked me specifically to say a few words before we begin the ceremony. And then you see Hadu step away from the podium and Kelvik stand up. And Kelvik kind of like leans up very like informally on the podium and he kind of like gets closer to the microphone. He's like, when I was younger, I willingly joined the Solarians to give my life some kind of purpose. It was either that or join the family business. We're all a bunch of union reps and I couldn't stand that. I could not stand doing that. My brother can, but I couldn't. Once I graduated the academy, I lost my way pretty shortly after. I've done some horrible things selfishly for myself. Definitely not in the teachings of our philosophy. And when I came back, I thought that Hadu, everyone here, would kick me out. But I was given a second chance. And I think Hadu was punishing me when she made me an instructor. I never could have imagined myself as an instructor. Hadu gave me a group of kids to watch out for. And in the combat, I lost two of them. I lost Slugger and I lost Vesk. And he kind of like stops for a moment. He says, the hardest part about being given a second chance is to see those who deserve more be given less. And as we put these Solarians to rest today, we try to make their deaths worth just as much as their lives and turn into something beautiful as a remember of their lives and the ones who continue to live. I don't know what else to say. Everyone here fought bravely. And you just hear like it's like people are kind of like murmuring and trying to keep themselves. And he's like, everyone here fought and gave that ultimate sacrifice, but we survived for a reason. I like to think that, at least. I don't know if the universe does, but I'd like to be the first one for the birth of the crystals. And you see for the first time Kelvik like wreaths himself in flame, and as a lot of the other Solarians wreath themselves in flames. And you see in front of them there's 12 of these like pods, and they're just like these pure like black spheres almost, like made out of like charcoal and carbon and stuff, as Kelvik reaches out and touches the first one as it like lights itself on fire. And you see all of the Solarians kind of reach out their hands and light all of the other of these pods on fire. And you see these flames reach out probably like 10-20 feet as these pods just continuously grow and grow. You guys are pretty close, so you can feel like the immense heat, but it is excruciating. It almost gets unbearable as all of the Solarians like close their fists almost at the same time, and all of these flaming pods like begin to shrink and crush into like these tiny little balls, and they like hold that and they drop them. And as they drop, as they hit the ground, all the carbon and soot falls off, And out of like the 12 pods that y'all saw, I think only like 4 of the actual pods turn into a Solarian crystal. All the other ones is just like this weird, like, as if you were just trying to like to crush something in your hand. It's like this weird cluster of gems, and as they hit the ground, some of them like break off, but 4 of them hit the ground and like form into like these beautiful crystals. I think you guys would be close enough. Go ahead and roll me perception checks, Noki and Akron.
Oof.
Should be on the
17.
17?
His was not good.
Yeah, I rolled a
17 and 12.
You rolled a 3.
17 and 12. You're like trying to make out. You don't make out like a whole lot of details. You notice that like one of them is just like from y'all's distance, it's just like a solid white sphere, almost like a perfect sphere. One of them is much more like almost like rectangular in shape. You do notice from this distance, one of them is just like a hot pink.
Hot pink?
And you guys know, like, from Solarian crystals, they're normally like either solid black or the color of like a star, but this one is like just hot pink. You're like, that's weird. And then one of them is just almost like a, not like in a long time. One of them almost looks like a very like rudimentary like knife, or just like it's super sharp at one end and like almost has like a handle on, like, it looks just like a very just like almost like you got like an arrowhead or like made like a knife out of like an arrowhead.
Shiv?
Essentially, yeah. One basic looks like, but it's like more refined than just like a normal shiv. But yeah, and you see these like crystals fall and like hit the ground, and Kovic picks all 4 of them up. And Hadu kind of walks up and he's like, that will conclude today's ceremony. Try to think about what y'all have learned today. Classes, of course, will be canceled today. Go help out where you can. And then Hadu walks away from the podium. And then the podium kind of like starts descending back into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the birth of crystals.
Okay.
That's the birth of crystal ceremony.
Do they only do that to Solarians? I know I'm not there, but I'm just kind of curious about it. Like,
that is a very much a Solarian funeral.
If they did it to like everyone though, could anybody become a crystal?
No,
or is it like based on those people's specific properties?
You don't know, but more than likely, most people don't get like interned that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like giving like a random person like a Viking funeral.
I don't know. There could be like an evil Solarian that's out there to just make crystals, so he just kills people and then just squishes them.
Potentially.
Puts fire. I don't know.
Potentially, yeah.
Well, I mean, that brings the question where the first crystal come from.
From the sun. Most of the crystals are like sun, like just stuff that the sun extrudes, or remnants of collapsed suns and everything. But yeah, these crystals seem to be much more intentional.
Your armor is made out of plantain hard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the plantain do?
So you guys witness the birth of crystals, and you see Kelvic and Mickey and all of them.
Damage reduction doesn't necessarily stack.
So they're all talking amongst themselves, and Kelvic hands Mickey that like solid white crystal, and then he holds on to the other one. And then he gives the other 2 crystals. He gives the hot pink one to various, the hot pink one and like the shiv one. He gives them to other Solarians, and they bow to Kelvic and walk off. Yeah, and then you guys want to say anything? Do anything?
No, you don't.
No. I think
only choose one.
Okay.
You only choose one?
Yeah,
There's not really much to say about them. They fought their best, and we didn't really know them, but I sure wish we could have.
The devastating weapon.
Yeah, I do too.
Allows for you to apply 2
I made those
critical hit
characters.
effects
Yeah.
My babies.
instead of 1.
I like the baseball.
Slug is my favorite.
That's
I can
super
make you
cool.
that.
I commented
But
that
it's
on
only 5.
on the episode, the last
So you only have
episode.
a
Slug is my
So
favorite.
we need to 20 left.
But yeah,
Sure.
Noki, make
And you can
a perception
swap
check.
them out. You can swap out the
Real
mind
quick.
reading for the level 5 one, but you won't be at a +5 anymore. You'll be at a +4.
15, 5, 7,
What's your miscellaneous modifier?
12, 32.
32.
What
With the
is that?
32, Noki,
From the
as you're like walking away,
this
you
is the
see
actual word,
Mickey
this is
holding
wrong.
onto that like white crystal, and you see the faintest
Your
of
miscellaneous
red
modifier should only be
stitching
4.
Yeah.
down
Which
down the crystal.
hard?
So
3DR,
3,
5, and
5.
4.
Yeah. Akron, go ahead and make me a mysticism check,
Okay.
just real quick.
Ooh,
Mm.
that's gonna be 17.
The 17. You know that most crystals, the majority of crystals aren't formed this way. They're formed through some like natural means.
Right.
You do know that like these crystals have some unique properties to them, but most of them are like visual or have like extra effects and stuff.
Okay.
With that 17, yeah, that's all you get. You know that these crystals look physically different than most natural forming crystals.
Oh, yeah, you said one with like a shiv.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty odd.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not there.
You're not there. You guys do you guys
I feel
return?
rude asking questions, so I don't want to ask questions.
No, go ahead.
About their stones?
Yeah, go
I feel
ahead.
like that's
No, they're
rude.
You're
stones.
curious
They're
about it.
Holy
people.
They were
The way she
people.
said that.
Right now, they're just a manifestation of what their souls used to be.
Okay, I don't know why the hot pink one was hot pink.
You really go through all that just to get to
How dare
you?
Akron, make me another intelligence check.
Good one. That's gonna lead.
That's 14.
14. It's pretty easy to remember. There was one of the Solarians. His name was Vorsal.
Mm-hmm.
He was this Lashuntan. Pretty like generic looking Lashuntan. The only thing that like really stood out was he had this long hot pink hair.
Okay.
Yeah. That's more than likely who
Yikes.
had passed and turned into that crystal.
So each one is like their personality? Like
Pretty
their
much.
defining personality?
If they turn into a crystal, yes.
Yes.
How come, do you know why,
Some of them don't turn into
Yeah.
crystals.
I have no idea.
No clue. I mean, the most I could speculate is maybe it has to do with the strength of their soul or their connection with them being Solarian.
okay.
Yeah, that's about as good as you get for a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all return to the ship after witnessing those words.
Quick question.
Yeah.
If I make Bioto's armor with Plantine Hard, and it gets
Okay.
the 3DR, the 5 fire resistance,
Mhm.
and then I make his shield with Plantine Hard, does that also give him extra fire resistance and damage reduction?
I'll say no.
No.
So
So,
there's no
there's no
point to
point in
me-
me using it.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll say that the shield stuff does not stack.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I am cool with that. Alright, then everything has been made. I made all my rolls and everything, and it all
Okay.
passed. It just takes forever.
Trust you. Yep, it just takes 2 weeks.
No.
Just takes 2 weeks to do everything. And we'll say retroactively,
Oh, wait,
we'll say
what?
with that time
I made it a +4.
you make anything that
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll say that you make anything anyone else wants. But we'll say
Okay.
it takes
In
you
that
2
2
weeks
week
to make
time frame.
everything.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, then I'll have a shopping list when I come back.
Hey, you need to have
You
more
still
money.
have to pay for it.
You only have
Still have to
41,000
pay
now.
for it.
Yeah,
But
I got money.
yeah.
No, you
Noki,
don't.
you are
Not for how
100
expensive this shit
and
is.
billion credits richer, and so is Zaz, and it was mainly for the other two. That, who
You said
aren't here
it's
right now.
canon. You're 100 billion.
Yeah, you have 100 billion credits.
Billion.
1 billion credits.
But
Okay, yeah, and Noki, you can now talk to
100 billion.
Zaz and not Zaz, Timothy about Timothy. You are still working on all of your your stuff. But Noki, you can talk to him about this other stuff.
Alright. I guess I'll talk to Timothy. But I hate Timbo.
What?
What's poppin', Timbo?
What's up, Big Liz?
It has to go with my name.
Yeah, you're a big ass lizard. What's up?
No, but my name is Noki.
That's okay. Timothy's not good at this kind of stuff.
I feel like that would have made
It
sense
honestly-
if my name was like Elizabeth.
Timothy's not good at this stuff. I don't know what you want out of him.
He thinks
He
everything's
literally
an
has
insult.
negative to like diplomacy and shit. So like, you just called him a nickname. So he just quickly looked at you and called you Big Liz. I mean, what do you want from him?
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway.
That's right. Armor creates that. Do not stack.
Oh, okay.
DR energy resistance.
Anyways, I talked to the 2 rats that helped us out on that mission the other day.
Kato and
Do
Sparks.
I
Kato
recall their
and
names?
Sparks.
Kato and Sparks.
Yeah.
The ones that worked as divers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
They
speak
got-
to them at one point.
They got out okay. I went to them. They did tell me that they were doing some work up with the sun and that they had noticed some strange things.
Okay.
Biggest being that there will be some spit ups from the sun. That's like
solar flares.
I'm assuming it's solar flares, like the sun throws
That's-
out shit, you know. But they
Can
say
you elaborate on that?
I'm
what-
not a fucking scientist.
What is it? What does it spit out?
We'll say that this is during your 8 hours of rest, Biodo, right now.
Oh no
You
no
are
no!
doing
I
shit.
wasn't talking about this. I
What
just
is-
thought of
oh.
an idea. It's completely
Oh, okay.
not
but
like-
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
just
you're currently like on this ship, just bringing bulk up.
yeah, it's just
I
the
thought-
sun like extrudes. Is that the word that you use?
Extrudes, ejects, whatever.
Like stuff.
Ejaculates.
Oh
word you
no!
can
That's pretty nasty, but
I
You
did
see,
not
Raz,
say
Right,
that.
the-
I think the proper nomenclature is ejaculates.
I'm like, thank you for the visual, Raz.
Anyways,
I can give you a
they
visual.
say
I
that
He
usually
starts
don't
making like masturbation motions.
Why
they
are
said
you
that
making
usually it's
Raz?
like rocks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what?
Okay.
So why are you in here, Raz?
I had nothing else to do. And I wanted to see that alpaca, but it's not here, so I got nothing else to do.
Well,
Yeah, I
they said
hope it
that
doesn't come back.
They said that it's usually rocks, but they said that the ones that they, Been
It shoots
seen.
out rocks.
I guess it's just like
Okay. And
yeah.
anything else? or-
Yes, that's not the important part. The
Okay.
important part is that they're like in the shapes of like Saren Ray symbols.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they also said that there's black orbs that'll come out of it. And I don't know what the black orbs are.
All right.
And
Have I ever heard of black orbs coming out of a sun?
No. Don't
Got
you have
it.
to make any kind of check? You
Yeah.
have not.
Figured not. Okay, cool.
You haven't heard of anything ejecting from the sun.
Yeah.
You know that it happens sometimes, and that's where like
Some Solarian,
Solarian
crystals come
crystals.
from.
But just because you talked to Akron,
Yeah.
but for the most part, like it's
pretty
rare and black crystals coming from the sun.
Yeah. Definitely interesting is a good word for it.
yeah, and so then I asked them if, because I thought they were divers, so I was like, oh, maybe they actually dive into it.
It's kind of what my
No.
assumption was.
They do not dive into it. It's too hot, but they have this special spaceship with special material.
Mm-hmm. What's the material?
King's Plin.
What?
What?
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain that's not what it is.
I'm trying to guess the name.
I'm pretty sure it's like sacrolite or something from what I ever heard.
Sakite.
Sakite, yeah, something like that. Anyways, Timothy's just like, you want to try
King's
again?
plant?
'Cause
Sakite.
pretty sure King's, whatever you said, doesn't exist.
Sakite.
Hot
have
or
Sakite.
cold?
They said they have the cold one, but they also said that they have both. I think they have both.
Yes, they have both.
I'm pretty sure they have both because they said that it. They said that the way that it works is that like it's the hot one when it gets hot and it's the cold one when it gets too cold. But when it gets too hot,
It flips.
no, when it gets too hot, everything inside of it will melt. so they can't get close enough to the sun to go inside of it. They can only get within like 100 feet of the sun.
And
They haven't yet been within 100 feet of the sun. So that's potentially something that we can do with them.
Did they say what they're doing?
They said that
Fix
they
it?
think that, I mean, they're, as far as I know, like, they, through their own means, through their own money, like, purchase this material.
Okay.
So I don't know how on the record they're being about all of this.
Well, I mean,
They
I
also
know
think that
of
there's,
Sakai.
well, it's more
Hey, you
than
can get it. I know that it should help them to keep things
Yeah, they said that it's rare.
cold. I mean, I don't know how cold. I don't think it's that much colder or that much resistance.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's not enough to get to the sun.
You know, making an
Timbo?
This is what I meant. Timothy, you know, making an armor out of it.
Isn't that bad, but making a whole ass
Making a
spaceship is pretty
ship.
rough, yeah.
But making a ship, there's more like surface area. So
Exactly.
you can have higher like fire resistance essentially. Or
Overall.
overall, yes. There's
Yeah.
only so much. You're not making an armor out of like when you make an armor, you're not making it out of like pure Sakai.
Yeah. They're making this
So-
out of pure Sakai,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, they're attempting to make a ship out of like pure Sakai.
He had
give
a
it
little
special
keychain about
properties.
it. I wonder if the keychain blows up into the actual one. Like you throw it and then it's like whoop. That would be cool.
How big of a ship? Is it just big enough for
I
one
don't know
person?
how big it is. I didn't ask. He just pulled out a little keychain of it.
That was all you did, just a little keychain.
Little kid, a little keychain.
Yeah, and then they said that they think that there's a city inside of the sun, that they're pretty sure that there's a city inside of the sun. And then I asked them if they heard things, and they said that they do hear things, but it's like garbly mumbo jumbo. And I asked them to play one of them, and it just sounds like yelling, and I'm pretty sure it's Serenary that's yelling.
No, that's kind of what I've thought for a long time now.
Yeah, so
So I mean, that kind of fits.
so that's the thing. I told Acorn already.
But they need a better material, is what it boils down to.
Yes. Yeah, they need to
So,
get better at that.
I know
I
that
was-
our Plantine for armor has a higher fire resistance than like a Sakai would for armor.
I mean, we can get close enough to like.
Don't know
dive
how
in.
long it would take to grow enough Plantine.
Well, what I was thinking
To
is
do
we could
something like
potentially
that.
just go to them and ask them to like get within 100 feet and like scout around the sun. I feel like that would be like.
If their ship's
a
not
first
capable
step.
of it, though, then it's not
They
capable.
said that they could get within 100 feet, but any closer, like, it's really risky.
Mhm.
Timothy, you know that Sakai's properties, essentially, it stays the cold Sakai
Mhm.
as long as it's within certain temperature thresholds.
Mhm.
And once it starts exceeding those temperature thresholds, eventually it will flip.
Yeah.
So essentially, how it works in the rules, if you bathe Sakai in temperatures over like 5,000 degrees
Mhm.
for 24 hours, it will flip. And then just the opposite, if you
Yeah.
bathe Sakai in
Negative
negative,
250
in
degrees
fact,
Fahrenheit.
I changed it, so it's negative 600.
Okay.
It flips to cold.
Okay. And it's
They-
completely immune, right?
Uh,
So it's completely immune to cold damage and fire damage.
yes, as long as it doesn't flip.
So it doesn't
if
matter
you're-
which one it is.
If you are, if you're hot,
Yeah.
you're immune to cold. If you're cold, you're immune to hot.
Yeah.
But
Sounds like
the
a
problem
pretty
is,
cold, bro.
so that's the way to. If you
The problem is
exceed,
keeping it
if you
cold.
exceed 5,000 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
if you exceed it too much, it will.
Yeah.
So like 5,000 degrees for 24 minutes. Not like cooking, but you know that
Yeah.
idea of cooking where it's like, if I bake these cookies for
Yeah.
320 degrees for
For
10
X
minutes,
amount of time. Yeah.
I can make them in 1 minute. If I cook them at 3,000
Yeah.
degrees,
Yeah.
that actual concept works with Sakai. So
Okay.
5 hours for 24 hours, or if you get closer to the sun, they could flip faster. So you don't know the time frame. They can probably get 100 feet, but you don't know how long they can stay 100 feet
Yeah.
without reverting.
Yeah. So the main issue would just be keeping it cold going throughout the sun. So they'd have to have some kind of cooling mechanism on the inside to combat it. Did they say anything about that?
No, they only said if you have a way of making things cold, let us know. And I was like, well, I don't know about that stuff.
Make some ice, bro.
I mean,
You can get like a
something to make it that cold. I mean, you need it to be really cold and kept there constantly. That would be quite the challenge. Can I recall anything that I've seen or know of?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Not an
Recall
engineering
knowledge.
check it?
Nah, intelligence to recall knowledge.
Okay.
So did you take that feat?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know, a black hole doesn't have any heat in it
Because there's nothing.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a 2.
Maybe I can go and
Plus 7, so it's a 9. Plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14. Pretty low roll.
14. With a 14, and you're busy.
I am.
You're working. You're busy. It's not that you don't know. It's just right now you're like preoccupied, trying to focus on stuff, and you're like, Sakite is your best option for high temperature stuff like that.
Yeah.
You do have the plantain, and that increases heat resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Increasing heat resistance is almost as good as keeping it cold.
Yeah. So if we did an outer coating of plantain, then had the Sakite,
Potentially.
yeah, might be able to resist enough.
It might definitely help.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what you know of the known materials
Mm-hmm.
in the Pact Worlds, Sakite is your best bet. This plantain is not known by many.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this plantain might give it that little extra edge.
Okay.
There's also the possibility that they have more or they're doing more and they just didn't tell me.
Well, we can go speak with them together if you want. But I kind of have a lot of orders. And I point to all the scrap that's just in the bay.
As you see Beato just
dragging more.
throw just a bunch of I found this. As you throw just a
It's
bunch
like an
more
old
bolts.
chimney or some shit, and I'm like, you tried to tell them that stuff. Fuck.
Yeah,
Alright,
Beato, what
yeah.
do you say as you throw just a bunch of bulk?
Just where am I throwing it? In the ship?
Just in
Yeah,
the
in the
workshop. I found more.
Soon we will have all the armor comrades.
Yeah, as he just throws this really worn and rusty tuba, just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back away with finger guns.
Alright, well, I'll let you know when I'm done with this and we can go speak to them.
Bet. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Better be a long ass nap.
Oh, damn, what?
Yeah, Timothy.
I'm doing this
you're
for
on
2
day
weeks.
2. Timothy has 2 weeks.
Yeah,
of
so
stuff
do
So
you
we're
want
going.
anything
staying
made?
here for 2 weeks?
Unless you want to
Essentially.
leave or unless you want to figure something out with this ship thing.
Things
Yeah.
take time. I don't know.
Yeah, so just hijack the
I
ship I
guess,
didn't
yeah.
shoot.
And we can
We
just,
can figure
we
out
just say
more
we wait 2 weeks,
information.
boom. Time skip.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to do anything for the next 2 weeks,
You just time skip it.
hanging out.
Is there
for 2
anything
weeks.
that you
I'm gonna
want?
I'm just gonna be helping.
Is there any items you want made?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, you could just spend the next 2 weeks helping.
I think my biggest help would be to stay out of his way.
I meant helping the Burning Archipelago.
Oh yes, I could do that.
You can help me clean up all this mess.
That is in
You
a way
got
helping the
yourself
Burning
into
Archipelago.
that mess.
Yeah, Beato, you're
Your heavy sigh.
I'm trying to think of
Trying to figure
what
out.
role would be a good person role.
A good
He's
person
waste
roll?
disposal.
Make a charisma check, Beato.
Oh, well.
One solid charisma check.
That's a 4?
Beato, you are very not helping the Burning Archipelago.
I love how you say
very
it.
much
You are very not.
looking for scrap.
I mean, I never said I was trying to help them.
so
I
it's
just said
like-
that I
it's like-
am helping
Yeah,
them.
you're just oh man, here's this chimney. Let me break all the parts, all the brick off the chimney and get all the metal. And he's like, yes! And you leave the brick and mortar of the chimney as you put the metal into this guy. He's like, I'm helping.
Metal's heavy.
You're right,
That's
but
true.
I'm just saying you cannot say that you are
Being a good guy.
helping. You're helping a little bit, like retroactively.
Helping himself.
You're like helping a little bit retroactively, but
Okay, just think about all the stuff I'm not destroying while I'm doing this.
yes,
And the
You
things
are
that
right.
you are
You're helping
destroying
by not
as
getting
you're
involved.
doing.
yes, you are helping by staying out of everyone's way and just taking what you wish.
I believe the act of doing something good is based on your intentions, and I don't think your intentions are aligned in the right
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna make a
direction.
charisma check.
Yeah.
Hey, my intention is if I am basically indestructible eventually, then it's just fine. The world will be a better place.
Okay.
The Vesk will prosper, and I'm sure there might be a Vesk or two on this station.
There's a couple vests, yeah.
Yeah, they'll prosper.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what I did for that today session, just a long character session today, essentially.
The long
Getting
RP
a lot of
session.
stuff. A long RP session, but that's what we do it for. Maybe next session you guys will do something cool. I'm just kidding. We had a funeral today.
Like dive into the sun.
R.I.P. sucker.
I wouldn't.
You can dive into the sun, dude.
Yeah, next session you guys can dive into the sun.